Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. I gotta get a hat. I'm so jealous.
Oh, you do, don't you?
I know, but but not the pink one because it won't match with my look.
What's gonna match with you?
One like yours. Hi, Dime. Hi, Eric. Good to see you. All right, I just stole Paul's Santa hat. Oh, but he's gonna wear the pink one. But then maybe I want the pink one.
Jealous?
I'm killing my hairdo.
Oh well, you know
I'm killing it.
That thing kind of happens.
All right,
I gotta
whatever.
say.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, fellas. I think this is.
All right.
Here's my two electronic music impresarios. Eric actually sent me something which I haven't had a chance to take a listen to because it doesn't work on my phone. I got to get it on my laptop.
Gee. Oh yeah, I know. Oh my God, Eric, you did send that. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a week.
I've been working from home, and
but
I'm actually off for several days, so I've just been cramming it out and like, dude, get this thing out of here, out of office, boom, done, and it's just not on my mind. But tomorrow,
thank you for sending it.
All day for exterior illumination, which is my special.
I know the outside of our house is still not decorated yet.
Seriously, it's a 6.
Hi, Julie. Good to see you.
The heck have I been? But anyway.
Yeah, it's been a week. But there's a tiny bit of good news.
Remember, anybody who was watching the previews and saw something about a Christmas tree disaster.
Yeah, we gotta turn the camera so people. I'm lit.
You're lit.
I haven't had a drink.
Not yet, anyway.
But I'm lit.
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa.
Where's your
Good to see you. I like mine on.
You don't want to flash?
No.
Oh, these look really cool, though.
All right, fine.
You can put them on steady.
Paul, are you doing a Christmas music compilation this year?
Dime, been doing them since 1992. You betcha. Absolutely.
Hi,
already hard at work. Yeah,
we're
actually
good to see you.
Already hard at work on that one, and I've already got some Sacco tracks, and I have this whole list of things to look up in my spare idle time.
Hi, Errol.
I look at ancient copies of Billboard magazine, and if you take a look at them from the 50s and 60s, like around December, it's just like hot new singles. Some of these haven't seen the light of day since.
Well, and I keep even. Hi, Casey.
Hey, absolutely.
Yeah, I all day today he's been playing Christmas music, and I've been saying that would be a good one.
That's a good one.
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. So
she's very good because she remembers some of these random things better than I do. And she'll say, "What about that track from Homer and Jethro?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that is good."
You already got your Christmas disaster. So yes, Dime says looking forward to it. Oh, good. Yay, Dime. Awesome.
Oh yeah, if you have a minute, we definitely appreciate it because you do good collections. You had actually sent a list for Thanksgiving, which I appreciate, and with Spotify. We're not on Spotify anymore, but if there's any way to access that, I would listen. I would listen definitely.
So do you want to turn the
let's see if we can
camera
do
a little bit so people can see the tree?
So this is the silver tree number 1. Here I'm trying to look at this thing and looking really weird, but this was my grandmother's tree for years, and when she left us, we were left with the tree, and I think it idled for a while because we didn't really use it. My mother always got a live tree. And then later on, when she just got an artificial tree, she didn't use this one, but my sister claimed it, and then eventually she wasn't using it, and then we claimed it, and it's been her ever since. Well, just
we've
recently.
We've had it since.
Oh, jeez.
Since we got married, anyway.
1998, anyway.
Yeah.
Which would be around that right time. Probably that Christmas we acquired the tree, and it's been it's gorgeous. It's a classic aluminum tree, early '60s.
Hi, Bill. Bill says we're out of focus. Are we out of focus for anyone else?
Okay. I'm looking good from here. That doesn't tell me too much. But if anybody else, it's good to know. Anyway, so what happened was that it was a little unstable this year. It was kind of like canting forward, and it managed to collapse. It fell.
I came home and found it on the floor surrounded by glass. Hi, Gettysburg, ma'am.
And there's mostly glass ornaments on that. So
good. You're feeling better. Yay.
She sends me a picture. I'm like, no. Oh, jeez. But she picks them up.
Hi, Mom.
And a hell of a lot of these survived. A couple of them are goners. It's really too bad. Okay, that sort of thing. But there are more ornaments out there. And you know what? I swore that I would get that tree up and stable. And right now, it is taped down with gaff. And
it's also got a sandbag and a guy wire.
12-pound sandbag trapping one of the legs. It's totally tight, and it's got a guy wire. So if this thing could fall over, I think we have an earthquake. Much bigger problem.
So turn the camera
so
people
can actually do this.
I hope this works because.
Okay.
All right.
It'd be great if I could see what's going on.
All right, I'm going to turn the computer so you can.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because right there is good. Right there is good. That's fine. Uh-huh.
There it is.
There it is in glory. It's looking good.
Back in business.
Seriously. And you can't even see the guy wire. Invisible line. Thank you. And,
the sandbag is covered
can't see the sandbag.
The tree skirt.
I tell you, nothing says Christmas like, a black canvas sandbag, Oh, boy. So we concealed all that stuff. Those are the tricks of the trade. But it's looking good. And we have, you saw on the door, we have that Santa. That's actually sort of a blow mold Santa's mail bag. And you can put your Christmas cards in there, which is what we do.
Literally in the street.
Are we good?
Yes. It was in our neighbor's trash when she died. And then it blew into the street. So we were driving home one day, and that thing was literally in front of our car.
Santa would have gone to the dump, so we
Paul
rescued.
Jumped out and saved it.
We rescued Santa.
Hi, Aaron.
Seriously.
Oh, Aaron. Yeah, it was. I was not happy.
Oh man.
Oh, warms my Charlie Brown heart. Yeah.
She sends me a picture of this, and I'm like, and then she was like,
I was texting him. He was on the train. I'm like, please call me.
And then she's like sending me pictures of trees. I don't trust this tree, and I'm like, oh man.
I know. I gave him until today. He wanted to try to shore it up, and I said, you've got one day, and if you can shore it up, we will not get another tree.
I thought that I could do it, so I took an hour today and tacked everything down. It's not going anywhere. Well, seriously.
I know. Nobody died. Like I get it, but at the same time, it's like
your old ornament friends.
I know.
We have a Titanic ornament that cracked a funnel and kind of split almost in half, pretty much like the actual ship.
Aaron, we love you too.
Yeah. Okay, I tell you. But anyway, so that's the thing. This is what happens around here. Is I like to fix things. So if something breaks, we fix it. That's what the glue is for.
Gettysburg Ma'am, what a great segue. Gettysburg Ma'am says, I'm ready for the Christmas vacation and Christmas story disasters. Well, we got some good ones for you.
We do have some
I
good
need
ones.
a shaker.
Oh, you do?
Did you bring over shakers?
I didn't bring over shakers.
Oh my gosh.
I forget that they're not at my feet anymore.
I know, I had to move them to make room
everything
for
out because we got
Christmas
all this glassware.
glassware.
I mean, what's at my feet? I've got these guys. Hello.
We have enough Christmas glassware for all of you to come over and have several drinks.
And of course,
not even double up on your glasses.
You might recognize these guys. Anybody who was collecting these from the supermarket years ago. These are the 12 days of. This is day 11.
Don't you have a couple dozen other trees?
And,
but where would we put those ornaments? Now I've got the hiccups.
Gonna get that. Sorry. But so we're missing a few in this series. So if you know somebody who has these for sale, be in touch. We'll talk.
Julie says, my brother and I had a silver tree that we used to alternate having in our bedrooms when we were kids. I wish I still had it. I love that. I love that.
It's a great story. It's great stuff. I remember, we didn't grow up with a silver tree. My grandmother had it, right? And we inherited it, and then I think it was just in the house. Or maybe it was just in her house until probably early 80s when my uncle moved into that house, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Are we actually level? We don't look it.
No.
Perhaps I can correct that, and perhaps that's because I twisted things.
That's
a little better?
That's a little bit better, I guess.
A little bit better. Oh, yeah, very good. Sorry about that, folks.
Gettysburg Ma'am says, it does seem a little blurry. Maybe the internet service is out of whack or something. I don't know. Knowing the week that we're having around here, it could be anything.
I'm going to check our reception on here.
Oh, Bill says they have hundreds of wine glasses from all the wine tastings we went to. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. The collection of that 2-ounce pour wine glass. Or even a full-size wine glass. Kind of cool. Oh, yeah, seriously. You go to the tasting after tasting, and it's here, glass. It's like going to a beer fest.
Oh, Errol, what happened? Jeez. I just saw that. Hope you weren't hurt too badly. Yeah, I hope you weren't.
Ooh.
Oh, Errol.
Simply to the hayloft.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
I hope that was full of hay. That would have been much better than otherwise. Yeah, wow. Ooh. Gypsy camera. Ooh.
Harrow's. Do you remember Harrow's?
No. Were they local?
But I grew up in California,
so
we had
local
different
store,
stores.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Tipsy camera syndrome. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, I'm going to make a drink. Okay.
Where was Harrow's, Peter? Was that local? Something that we might have actually
I feel like I've heard of it.
Was that? That's not that joint on Route 17 in Paramus, right? They just have the Christmas umbrellas and everything.
Is that it, Peter?
Is that the one? We used to pass that joint. They always had these colorful umbrellas in the summer. They weren't Christmas umbrellas.
In like Paramus or that part of New
big.
Jersey.
Is
that the one you mean? Because if you do, we've driven by it.
Yeah, I think they're out of business now, but they.
Don't baby Errol. He's okay.
They were.
Oh, Lisa.
Jason.
Okay. All right.
Don't give me a sympathy. He's
drink
fine.
Time. Drink time. It's 8:10 and I haven't made a drink yet.
Oh my.
Okay, so I have two soon-to-be classics for you. I do believe so. Oh, yeah. Okay, Peter. Then we do know what you're talking about. I've never been in, but it looks fun.
I think they're gone now. It's too bad. But they always looked fun in the summer. Like they would put out this great collection of like summer furniture. Oh, geez, the tequila. I need that too. Kind of think of it. And then in the winter they would have a ton of Christmas trees. I remember that. Currently, what's the one? It's not Five Below, but. Is it At Home? That's in where it used to be.
Oh God, yeah.
That place has a huge selection of Christmas trees. And if you want them in any color, do you want pink? Do you want red? Blue? Do you want rainbow? That's a popular thing. Do you want a black tree? I know some people would put a black tree. So
couldn't get any sound out. Oh my gosh, Dime. Did you get it to work?
Oh yeah. Well,
tell me I didn't notice a switch on the back. Got it. Okay.
Whoops.
Peter Billingsley is doing a series on YouTube.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
Listen to
no, I didn't know that Gettysburg now. Wow. Okay. We did finally watch the Christmas Story Christmas movie. Yeah, which we loved. So.
Well worth your time. I think it's very well done. It's very reflective of the first picture without being slavish to it.
Yes.
It's not just a bunch of old gags. They just updated the characters to the early 70s.
Okay.
And they have like good period detail of that.
I love the Blatz star. Yeah. I want a Blatz
star. You're
for
thinking,
my tree.
That's a real thing.
Okay.
The Blatz star.
Right. Someone put this over here. Okay. So my first drink of the evening, my holiday tips: best wrapping papers at CVS, and the rest of what you need Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh, Aaron! I got to check out CVS for wrapping paper. Because I haven't been inspired by the wrapping paper I've been seeing this year. So.
Used to see good stuff over at, what am I thinking?
Sounds like someone's playing roulette. It's the color wheel.
Oh, yes.
That scream.
And it was making much more horrible noises, but I gave it some Earl before.
I need to introduce my drink.
A couple of drops of oil, and it's doing much better, thank you.
Okay, so, Christmas Story fans. I'm calling this one Revenge of Margot. You might recall that...
Christmas Vacation fans.
Todd and Margot.
Christmas Vacation fans.
What did I say?
Story.
Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Vacation.
Yeah.
I also have a Christmas Story dress, but...
Yes. Yeah, she does.
We were talking about Christmas Story. Yes. Now we're talking about Christmas Vacation.
Switching channels.
This is what happens when I don't drink before a broadcast.
You see? You should have had a nip. Ahimsa.
Okay,
reminds me, I'll be right back.
So, Christmas Vacation. Todd and Margot are sitting there with their pitcher of margaritas when Clark chainsaws down a tree in his yard and it falls through their window. And then she gets pissed off at Todd, and then she comes home and punches him in the face. And anyway, you know where I'm going with this. And bad rap everywhere, right, Aaron? Yeah, I just haven't been inspired. Oh, thank you, Gettysburg Ma'am. Yes, please link it. I would love to have his podcast. Okay, I'm catching up. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot.
Did we recognize the make and model of their hi-fi in there that only plays CDs, by the way? This is what, 1989 when that
89, yep.
So that's just right at the point where somebody really hoity-toity would have been like, we're all about CDs now, you know?
So Revenge of Margot, this is a margarita variation because they're about to have, they're having margaritas when they're interrupted. This was 2 ounces Reposado tequila. I'm going to add a ½ ounce chocolate liqueur.
She would go for chocolates.
Yes, she would. And a ½ ounce
after all the dishes are cleaned.
Juice.
Of course.
Of course. After you shower, of course. Okay.
I like Bill's going, enjoy that scene, especially when Margot punches Todd.
Oh, I know. I love that.
Yeah, it's just, what happened to you? It's just like, you didn't do your duty, pal.
What happened to you?
Yeah.
Okay, ½ ounce fresh lemon juice. And a dropper of Bitterman's Hellfire Habanero Shrub.
Ooh.
They were bougie for 89. Yes, they were.
They were pretty bougie.
Okay.
Pretty would have been described as yuppie earlier in the decade, but
Yep.
probably still yuppie for 89, frankly.
Okay.
And I remember that period where like
Back when they were
people who had CD players were investing a lot of money, and like I didn't. Actually, I kind of inherited one. It's not like I wasn't buying CDs. I just was still able to buy records, and still buy records. Yeah,
I just saw our snacks back there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
Gotta get a couple of drinks, and then we'll share our snacks.
She found something really fun, which you will all enjoy.
You found it, but
well, truth is, I did see it, but you picked it up. Go there.
okay. All right. Oh, I might need that.
You might need that.
Okay.
You might need that.
You know what?
Which kind of glass?
Maybe I'll use one of these red ones.
They're fun.
Yeah, I think it's clean.
Yeah. Those were cleaned. So,
Okay.
Yes, those were.
It was upside down, so if there's dust, it'll be on the
entire
outside.
bar was cleaned and dusted off by her recently, so it's good for right now. Give it time, it'll get dusty again.
Right.
That's just kind of life, isn't it?
Yeah, I do have extra. Woohoo! All right. So
Yeah.
I'd be hot under the collar
true.
too if somebody's tree came through my window. Yes, I would as well.
Hello.
I'm going to garnish with a twist.
Over there. Punch that creep right in the face.
I'm going to slug that creep right in the face.
I can't just go punching a man.
All right, if you're not man enough to put an end to this shit, then I am. Pardon my language.
Pardon. It's not that kind of broadcast. Until it is.
Revenge of Margot.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's really good.
That is really good. And of course,
I like the
potentially.
chocolate with the heat.
Yeah, that actually works very well. It's a good combo. Potentially inspired by the fact that in that actual scene, they have this pitcher on their table which has this stir stick that looks awfully cactus-like.
Yes.
And I'm thinking that contains margaritas. That's what's in that,
Oh yeah,
that pitcher.
well, they have margarita glasses.
Yeah. So like they probably have a higher
Yeah.
a higher class premix, but they still have they're margaritas. You're looking for.
You had a lot of nerve talking to me like that, Griswold. I wasn't talking to you. Oh, you get the cocktail glasses in blue at our local dollar store.
Excellent.
Yeah, ours doesn't. They used to have really good stuff. They don't really know.
It was what Family Dollar had great glassware at one point. They had the large size cocktails, the Libby glasses. And at one point they had coupes.
Aaron says, I bet you two will come into crystal clear focus once you take a first sip of this libation.
You know, suddenly you're like, dials right in.
Lisa says, never put a sailor on speakerphone. Would chocolate liqueur go well with rum? Yes, it would, Peter. It would go great with rum.
More than one blend of chocolate rum out there. Mm-hmm. And the one from Deadhead is actually very good.
There's also Silver Ray.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Which is very good as well.
That's chocolate rum.
I think that the fact that one of them came out with a really excellent blend meant that others decided, we got to get on that bandwagon. So suddenly there's some really good ones. But definitely. Well, let's see. Have I actually... I don't think I have
What? Oh, here.
done any of these things yet, so let me
I'll do it. No, I'll type it. You mix.
Okay. So if you... I'm going to grab a shaker. Did you grab me a shaker?
Oh. Yep.
She grabbed me a shaker, so I don't have to go too far.
Mrs. Smothers Brothers once famously said, when there's two in the bush, there's a bird up your tree. Oh, God. Oh.
Anyway, could you pass me?
Oh, Chicago Fire. Oh, my gosh, Dime, that's fun. Wait.
Well, it's interesting you say that.
What would you like?
There's a bottle of gin behind all of these. It's a shorty bottle.
Oh.
Yep. I decided, we were discussing this. You don't see the bottle? Oh, it's in the middle.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
We're discussing all of what might go into something called, let's stick with Christmas movies, shall we?
And disasters.
Let's stick with something called
Hi, Tracy.
Nakatomi Plaza. And I was like, and she's like, you need something from New York and something from LA. And I said, and something Japanese. Well, what do you know? We happen to have Japanese gin. This is Aoyuki, and it's strawberry flavored gin. Now, it's actually infused with
How much are you
strawberries. It
using?
has a really good flavor profile. I'm going to go with 2 ounces on this. I hope I got 2 ounces. Oh, well, it's getting down.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I do. And again, this has a really nice strawberry aroma. It's like if you did this yourself with fresh strawberries, you'd get this. Well, how you could capture this, and it's nice.
That's Centauri, right? Who made that?
Is that Centauri brand? Let's see.
I forget the brand.
It's Iconic Spirits. Luminoyato Brewery. Yeah, so I think it's actually not a Centauri product.
All right, just.
I could be wrong.
All right.
You never know.
I just
okay,
said
so
Kitsch-en. All right.
So there is your product from Japan. I will take.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so we do. Boom. It's available.
All
It's
right.
around.
What else will you take?
I would take the Warwick Spirits. American Fruits.
This is going to be very strawberry forward.
Yeah, I decided to stick with the strawberry flavor and going with strawberry liqueur.
Uh-huh.
This is a great strawberry too. Although my advice on this is use it up because the flavor doesn't last year after year. This one will fade. It's very good to start with, but you got to use them. Okay, so I'm going to put a ½ ounce in there.
Okay.
And then for the Christmas season, we didn't have anything from LA, but we have a California Spirit liqueur over there. And you are looking at it. I hope I brought it over. You don't see it.
Oh.
Yes, you do see it. Yes.
Close.
St. George's Spiced Pear Liqueur.
How much are you doing
this
of
is
that?
actually coming from Alameda. I'll do a ½ ounce of that too.
Okay.
So this is going to punch those flavors pretty high. And I hope I'm not motoring over the base strawberry liqueur too much. But it is a very aromatic flavor in there. And I want to counter that with some of that.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too about the
Lemon.
Japanese whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, from Calabasas. Yay, Tracy.
Some excellent Japanese
Yes.
whiskey out there. Absolutely. I will take that lemon, please. Sippers, not mixers. Well, in your case, or generally speaking?
A Christmas movie disaster would be getting attacked by blowmolds. Oh, Gettysburg Map.
Hello.
I'm already writing it.
Hello.
I'm already writing it.
Adding a ½ ounce of that.
It's happening.
Let me see if I want to add a little bit more too.
Oh, Peter, that's a good idea for Halloween. What do you suggest for sipping, not mixers? Sipping, not mixing. Well, I could always sip some Reposado tequila, some bourbon, some rye.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of things that I would sip that I would not hand to you because you don't really do those things. But you can always temper that. You do it just do something that's a little mellower, and I think you like it a lot, as a matter of fact.
Okay. Okay, so wait, you did, how much lemon did you do?
½ ounce of lemon.
Okay.
I think we're going to stick with this and not going to go with bitters.
Okay, so that's it?
That's it.
All right.
Shake with ice. Nakatomi Plaza, here we come. Yeah, great font on that. Got to say, all of you patrons are going to have some fun when you receive this later.
The recipe sheet.
Recipe sheet. What is
I'm kind of proud.
What's the actual quote? Christmas is not over until Hans Gruber falls from
Nakatomi Plaza.
Nakatomi Plaza. So here we go. The debate sort of rages out there as to whether the Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I'm like, they have a Christmas tree and it's Christmas.
Yeah.
End of story.
Santa versus my uncle the Blob.
Gonna go for one of those too.
Oh yeah, Grand Marnier, Peter. That's a
Oh, yeah.
great one to sip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marnier is excellent. Never shipped Cointreau, but
This
it's
is
an
making my
excellent
neck
liqueur.
itch.
Wow.
I know, but the things we'll do for style.
Things we do for this type of thing. I'm going to go over some decor. We happen to have these little wraps that you put around.
Oh, I don't have a decor. Hold
some
on.
decor.
I need some decor.
I'm going to see if I can make this right up a little
Yeesh.
higher.
All right,
These
here we
fuzzy
go.
little wraps that go right around the stem of the glass, and
Try to do this without spilling my
this
drink.
is a great way to identify your drink when you're at a party. Is that you put one of these little
I'm going
charms
to drink
on.
a little bit down first.
That's a good idea. Let me make sure that this charm is on properly. Okay, and there we go. And then there's this little ornament charm that fits on there. So now I know it's my glass. Boom. And you can actually tighten these up a bit. Now this is
I'm
not
gonna
that
do this without
straight.
sloshing.
It's just gonna fall. Whatever. And then you strain into a cocktail glass.
All right.
I have a cocktail
Oh, that's
glass right
good.
here.
All right, here we go. It's more festive.
There we go.
What could be more festive than Margot punching Todd?
Wow, that's actually, it's interesting.
Oh, I know. Gettysburg, ma'am, I love the poster you made.
Oh, yeah, no,
so
that's a ton of
It's
fun.
on our IMDb
That's a ton of
page,
fun.
which you can't see yet. Once the script is written, like, only people who are on IMDb Pro can see it, but it's there. We have an IMDb page already.
Yep. You can take a look at what's going on.
Ooh, let's. Kelly needs flair for a drink. Yes, I do.
Seriously?
I was jealous of his hat. I was
You know
jealous
what?
of his flair.
I will take one of those curls. I made those curls and I'm forgetting about the curls.
Oh, yes. Oh, Aaron's asking, what would you consider the flavor difference between Grand Marnier and Cointreau? For me, this is hard to explain because I can tell them apart in a taste test. For me, I feel like Cointreau is a little sweeter.
My
That's just
experience
me. That's just me.
has
But they're
been
both good.
that Cointreau is a straight ahead orange liqueur.
Right.
It's a very high quality orange liqueur, and when I try it, I'm kind of getting that one note out of it. Marnier,
Hi, Amy.
Marnier has other spices added, and it's a brandy base, so it's not a
Right.
what am I thinking of? Like neutral spirits base.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like a little different character. There's a note in there from the brandy, and then there's some other things going on in the Marnier, and it's a little more complex to my mind. So that's the major thing right there. Now, Cointreau is actually called for in a lot of classic recipes, and if you're interested
Hi, Phil and
to make them
Marcy.
as is, that's the stuff to use. But I would use Marnier in anything that requires an orange liquor any day of the week. No question. Aloha, folks.
Yes,
Awesome.
Aloha. And
Give
Amy
this a-
showed up too.
Hey, Amy.
Oh, yeah, I gotta
Give this a try.
Nakatomi Plaza, he's drinking.
Yeah. It actually contains liquor from Japan, from New
Oh,
York,
that's good.
and from California.
That's good.
So there we go. It's a big three sort of like regions that kind of come together for one fantastic Christmas disaster.
I'm considering baking this year, Eric says.
Oh, excellent idea.
Oh,
Recommend
Aaron,
it?
anytime.
Recommend it? Yeah.
Eric says I'm considering baking this year. I baked today. Oh, okay, so people on Patreon especially, but everyone. I baked pineapple casserole today. I had never heard of this. And I was reading something about green bean casserole for Thanksgiving and how it's ubiquitous. And like, when will pineapple casserole get its due? And I was like, what? Turns out it's a southern thing, which is probably why I'd never heard of it. But I made it. It's pretty good.
It's
pretty good.
Literally pineapple, cheddar cheese, into a casserole. And
Sugar.
Then
It's got sugar.
and then you top it with crushed up Ritz crackers. So you're thinking, wow,
Hi, Hugo.
This is sounding very, it's sounding very like you think.
Crush up Ritz crackers, mix them with butter, and that's the crust of your casserole. An entire sleeve of Ritz crackers.
I'm thinking about the Christmas Story Christmas with all the dang casseroles, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But, we tried this thing. I'm thinking this is probably not terrible. And it's quite good.
It is.
The combination of flavors is not unprecedented when you think of like wine and cheese tastings where the cheese frequently comes with fresh fruit.
Yeah.
So it's very sensible, come to think of it.
It's good. It's really good, actually.
And I remember I had a roommate from Brazil. It was actually Brazilian
Oh,
American.
Eric, it's really easy to make. Really easy.
Oh, yeah. Seriously.
It's
very good.
Yeah.
I had a roommate who was Brazilian American. He had spent equal times in both countries, so he knew the quality and the terrible aspects of both. And he actually was...
like a chutney.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, crazy. But he was fond of... What was that? Guava paste. You can get that in the international section, and it's awfully sweet because it's literally like a very solid jam, and you would pair that up with cream cheese, and the cream cheese actually cuts the sweetness of that. So that worked pretty well. Haven't had that in a very long time.
Bill, it's actually really good. It if you just think of like fruit and cheese, it's good. And Ritz crackers.
And the funny thing
An
about
entire
this
sleeve
one
of Ritz crackers
is like I'm getting this like cucumber note out of this, and I think there is no cucumber.
Yeah, I think it's just the strawberry and what was the other thing you used? Oh, the pear. Like I don't know.
And the pear
and
with the fresh
gin.
lemon for some reason.
Yeah,
Maybe the gin flavors are punching that. I don't believe that the gin has any cucumber whatsoever. So this is bizarre. But sometimes you mix and you get a note, and you're like, oh, and that's the reason that the drink really works.
Snack aside.
Anyway, now the good thing about these glasses is that you mix a normal amount, And you get a refill. Yeah. Kind of fun. Oh, duck.
Fudge. Only I didn't say fudge. I said the word, the F dash 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 word.
In the new movie, they do in fact
Ritz
have
crackers
turkey.
have special meaning for you, Eric.
Oh, okay.
If you feel like sharing, please share.
This is the forum. In the new movie, they do in fact have their turkey. However, first they have to finish all the dang casseroles that everybody bought because. So that's a lot of casserole.
Amy, since he's having the Nakatomi Plaza, he used Awayuki strawberry gin.
Yes, which we've used on the show before, not in a while.
Not in a while.
Obviously, we've used it because it's getting down. It should be available to you locally. We definitely seen it online. You can take a look. This has an intense strawberry flavor without being sweet. It's not like a liqueur. It's just the flavor. It's not no sweetness.
Cucumber water is really good.
Makes it really well.
Yeah, Lisa makes cucumber water. It's really good.
Yeah.
Hey, we cleared up. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that.
See, we both had a drink and we cleared up.
See, Aaron was right.
What can I tell you? Bill, I thank you for that excellent suggestion. So.
All right. I'll hand you the snacks and then you need to explain.
Oh, yes. So, some years ago,
I
remember I was in the local supermarket. Ours is ShopRite, and many of you are ShopRite aficionados.
Science!
Some of you are Stop and Shop aficionados. Science! And I saw a product, and I thought, that's a picture. I'm going to post it on the socials, and I got a ton of comments out of this because it actually, in a phrase, everybody relates to this. Now, I haven't seen that product in a long time, and she actually found a different product which has the same name, so we're going to go with that. But
it's really good, Amy.
Everybody out there, in fact, this time of year, experiences
the holiday nut crunch.
The holiday nut crunch. And this one's actually from Planters, so it's nuts. So you too could experience the holiday nut crunch
But he's always talking about the holiday, like, the holiday nut crunch or whatever. Crunch. So I bought it for him and stuck it in his stocking. So we're gonna try it.
We're gonna try the holiday nut crunch. We've had the pineapple and cheese thing, so let's actually give this a whirl.
Let's try the holiday nut crunch.
It's a big thing. It's just like
do we need a nut dish?
Pound and 5 ounces.
Do we need a nut dish?
Yeah, we need a nut dish.
All right, I'll go get us a nut dish.
Yeah.
I gotta find one.
There we go.
You gotta be classy.
Nice fresh aroma.
All right.
I had a peanut. So the product I found originally was more like a candy bar, and it was sweet, and it was like taffy or nougat or something, and it was just this big sweetie sort of thing. And holiday nut crunch, I thought that's perfect, and I just put that up on Facebook, and I got a lot of people saying, "Yeah, I'm having that this year." Boom. I'm already experiencing that.
All right. It's not a nut dish, but it's what I could find on short notice.
It'll work. Oh, that is a nut tray of a kind. Here we go.
All right.
Very nice.
Oh, some on the ground too.
Drop one.
Ew.
Yeah. Ground nuts.
What's that?
These are in fact ground nuts.
Oh my God.
Pretty good, huh?
Whatever that was tasted like a circus peanut.
Oh, really? Oh, boy. We have these little things that look like, oh, that's just an M&M. I think.
Here come the nuts. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
there they are. Here come the nuts.
Here are the nuts. But definitely. Oh, and on the subject of the orange liqueurs, I know that like Cointreau, Marnier, they're sort of at the top of the heap here. They're priced accordingly, and that can be dear if you just want to mix a more regular drink using them. Like if it's like, oh, I like a sidecar, and I'd like that regularly. And you want to save a little.
No.
There's also Gran Gala.
What goes into Chow Chow?
Which is Italian orange liqueur that also has a brandy base, and we like that a lot. So, Chow Chow. Oh, I think I know what Chow Chow is. My mother used to make that.
Really? What's Chow Chow?
I think it's got. Well, she made haystacks, which was like.
Oh, I've done that.
Butterscotch chips, and those chow mein noodles.
I did haystacks and then
nuts.
I sprinkled them with edible glitter.
Yeah.
They were kind of weird looking.
I remember when you made space food sticks, and we were at Tiki Oasis, and it was whole space theme, and it was a demo with Don Preston. Yeah, that Don Preston.
Impressive.
I brought a space food stick, and I was all dressed up in a spaceman costume, and I offered one to him. He's like, "Oh, I can't eat that." Now, Don at the time was like 83. I'm not even sure he's with us anymore.
Thank you.
He showed home movies that his dad had taken in the 40s, and were hilarious.
Thank you.
So he was doing freaky stuff well before the mothers. So.
What is it? Letter confirming your reservation at the Nut House? Don't piss me off, Art. Do I have any? I do have a Bad Mom's Christmas drink planned.
You do, in fact. You do, in fact.
Because he made me think of, don't piss me off, Art. Made me think of, there was a day last week when just everything kept coming at me. I just kept getting requests and just like, do this and please, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, I was just channeling Kiki and Bad Mom's Christmas when her kids are screaming and crying when she's trimming the tree. And she's just like, oh God, make it stop.
Tell you.
Yeah.
I tell you.
No. Hi, Chaz. I made it through No Nut November. No Nut November.
By the way, it's December, so we are now, of course, all subject to Whamageddon. And I don't know if anybody has been whammed so far, but you know how to play it. Yep.
Christy's out.
You're out and about.
She went to Whamhalla.
They're playing Christmas music. Some joker throws on Last Christmas.
The
original version.
Chris Clark. I'm freezing my bag ass off.
I love these quotes. You need to actually visit us so we can just throw this on.
Oh, Josie loves nuts.
And sit there quoting it all night long. Because we do that too.
How to help herself to a cool drink at the ice and water dispenser, our refrigerator freezer. That's a smart bird.
Well, birds.
That's a smart bird.
Birds are very inventive.
Oh my gosh. Freezing my bag ass off. I say that to him a lot too. Freezing my bag ass off.
Birds are among the animals out there that will use tools to get their ends. I know that simians do that, but definitely. And I also think about seagulls who want to get a mussel open, and they'll fly high and drop it so it'll crack open. Well, that's kind of tool usage.
I get that, but I feel like if you did that, you're taking a chance that no one else will swoop in and get it.
Seagulls are expert thieves from each
that's
other.
What I'm saying.
So, boom, boom, boom. I kind of like them. Some people don't like seagulls.
I haven't talked to him in years, actually. Hope he's well. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, yeah. Ages.
But I've unhealthily watched Christmas Vacation and Christmas Story way too many times. There's not too many times.
Well, Christmas Story.
My only thing is I've added Bad Mom's Christmas to that because don't judge me, but I love it.
You get 24 hours of Christmas.
Hi, Satellite. You're not late. You're right on time.
You get 24 hours of Christmas Story every year. You used to get 24 hours of Wonderful Life. Some stations probably still show that.
Edible glitter. I have more life to live. Yes.
I think that
baking stores.
Some channels out there must be showing a Christmas Vacation 24 hours every year. That's a good idea.
I don't know. It kind of just all depends on the rights. Using tools. So when I'm at the grocery store and so short, I approach tall men to get things off the top shelf for me. I love it.
Wow. Well, let's just take advantage of a local resource.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Having a beer called Bad Santa. Nice.
Good ones I like.
Did we ever make one? I'm just thinking, speaking of Bad Santa, did we ever, I feel like in the dim recesses of my mind, I have to check. I feel like we made a drink called the Thurman Merman.
In the canyons of your mind. That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Oh, did I spell it right?
I think so. Might be M-U-R though. I can't tell.
Nice.
Hard to say.
Hope nobody I know drives by and sees me standing in the yard staring at the house in my pajamas. If they know your father, they won't think a thing of it.
One appreciates the ode to Christmas Story.
Yeah. I'm sleeping with your father. Don't be so dramatic.
In Christmas Vacation, where all the power is plugged into 100 little taps that are all plugged into each other, which looks like one hell of a fire hazard. As Errol can tell you, if you don't exceed the amperage of the circuit,
oh my gosh,
you might be okay.
Bill says we have a motorhome parked down the street. When we drive by, we think of Eddie's motorhome.
Yeah. So Eddie, where'd you get the 10 men on wheels?
That there is an RV.
I like how Eddie collapses that Scandinavian thing that spins with the candles.
Yeah,
we have one of those, and I'm determined to get it going this year. I didn't last year.
I was going to say we should have had it ready for tonight so we could do that.
Yeah, fling. It doesn't do that though.
Should also have an eggnog bowl so we could take the Marty Moose mug and just drop it in there. Although he does that. He does not do that with his Marty Moose mug though. No. He does that with a punch cup.
However, we are prepared with the Marty Moose mug.
All right, all you people who've watched A Christmas Story way too many, not Christmas Vacation. Vacation. Christmas Vacation one too many times. For the first time ever, and I've seen this movie at least 50 times, I noticed the other day when they're all about to say Grace. Grace! She passed away 30 years ago.
They want you to say the blessing.
I want you to say the blessing. Anyway, I noticed like when they're saying Grace, Eddie does like that. This is a church. This is a steeple. Open the door. And there's all the people thing. It's like completely under the radar, but I just noticed
he's just
it.
suddenly doing
that. Yeah, he's like suddenly
Randy Quaid just decided to do that.
Jesus, did the room clear out, Bethany? Hell no, she means presents.
Mae Questel's last Hollywood picture, by the way.
I used to, the steeple thing. Yeah, I never noticed that before the other day. I've seen this movie at least 50 times. I used to know someone who knew him, William Hickey. He called him Bill.
Bill Hickey.
Yeah.
Funny.
He did. Oh, but Satellite says I noticed that the last time I watched it. Right? I don't know why that just popped.
Tiny details.
This year, like
small details.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just a thing. I mean, when I wake up at like 3 a.m. every day. It's just that time of life, I guess. I really try to get back to sleep, but when it's just not working.
You do their voice as well. Aww.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated.
I've seen it
when I can't get back to sleep, I usually just get up and do the dishes, or then I'll sit and read IMDb trivia for movies. Now it's crowdsourced, so some of this is crap, but I was reading something about the Eddie character is supposedly based on like a guy in Texas that Randy Quaid knew, who was like, oh, his mannerisms were totally like that. So there's a real Eddie out there somewhere, or at least there used to be.
Gettysburg, ma'am. You'll have to be like maybe PM me because I might have noticed.
I like. Yeah. There's a really subtle thing where they're in.
My truck looks like a condensed version of Eddie's RV. It's actually rusty. Oh jeez.
Oh man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Shitter's full. He's got his Meister bro.
Picked our cheerleader, honey.
IMDb is awesome for details.
Some of them are good details, and some of them are verifiable. Some of this stuff is just somebody's opinion. I'm like, what the heck? Get the hell out, you know? But it's crowdsourced. I could get on there and correct that myself, couldn't I? But it's good and it's bad.
Margot's revenge is disappearing, by the way.
Yeah, kind of quickly. Very true. There was that scene where they're walking through Walmart, and Clark's talking to him about, did you get presents for the kids? And you notice that, like, you know, he's getting dog food. So he has 2 huge bags of Old Roy.
Yep.
Slaps them down.
On top of the light bulbs.
Clark grabs some light bulbs, put them down, and he puts another huge bag, bang, and he hears it tinkle.
Yep.
You know, and Clark doesn't quite notice
no one ever remarks on it, which is that's comedy. I just Weird Al Last Christmas in my head. Yeah, so knock on wood. Last year I made it all the way through Whamageddon. I survived.
You survived.
But that was the first time I had survived, so I don't expect to this year.
Yes, well, these Hunger Games are on.
Yeah, I love when he crushes the light bulbs.
Try it.
The black sheep of my family, the fun one.
Big fun. Big fun. So
we'll
have to check out that other
So we can keep quoting Christmas Vacation all night because I love it.
All night long.
I am, however, going to make a drink inspired by A Bad Mom's Christmas.
Because. Well, you discovered.
Hi, Robbie. Good to see you.
Hey, Robbie. You discovered Bad Moms 2 years ago now, I think?
No, it was more than that, but
Okay.
probably like 3. But
I think you first saw the Christmas and you really synced up with that.
I was having a horrible day the day I first saw Bad Moms Christmas, and I was just like, I just need to watch TV. So I put it on, and there was Bad Moms Christmas, and I'm just like, this was the movie I needed at this time. So
the Christmas one's hilarious, and the original Bad Moms
Eric
is a lot of fun too.
Oh, Chess says a local radio station hosts a gathering of Eddies. Folks in terry robes. That's great. I love that. It's like the Mrs. Roper romps that are going on.
Yeah, the Roper
Oh,
romps.
thank you, Robbie.
Yeah, much appreciated. The Roper romps sound like a lot of fun, and we almost got to
Eric,
one or another one of them this
Eric,
year.
you need to set this to music.
Please, what are you talking about, dude? Just like record the thing, post it here, people can listen to their heart's content, and then they'll be like, oh, I remember that great Christmas song.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Gettysburg Man, I'm going to go back tonight and watch this. I did not even notice that. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
There we go.
I did not even notice that. All right.
Big fun.
So, for my next drink,
My
I will be making something that you will not. I will explain. I will explain. If you're not a fan of A Bad Mom's Christmas, and who isn't, but
things you should
I'm
see.
calling this one the Godfather of Smooth Jazz.
Oh, and there you go.
So, if you recall in A Bad Mom's Christmas, her mother, played by the inimitable Christine Baranski,
Yeah. All of the mothers come to
wants
visit
to throw
this year, and they're all different levels of terror.
a party at Amy's house on Christmas Eve and hire Kenny G. And when Amy says, hell no, she's like, he's the godfather of smooth jazz. So I was going to call this Kenny G, but then I decided to call it the Godfather of Smooth Jazz.
Earlier in the film, there's the line where she says, we can do this, that, and the other for this Christmas party, and we can even get Kenny G. I hear he's not even that expensive anymore. Well, they got Kenny G for the movie, and he's just right there. He's game.
He seems to have a good sense of humor because he would have to be.
I think he cries all the way to the bank. Him. So
does Christmas Vacation sing up to Dark Side of the Moon? Probably. Doesn't everything?
Well, I've only ever heard about Wizard of Oz doing that, and it appears the synchronization is like purely accidental. However, when you watch it together, apparently it's pretty amazing. Never done it.
Speaking of things that sync up.
Never done it.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
The TV version of the movie, they crop it so you don't actually see him adjusting it. Oh! You can only see it in the DVD. Well, we have the DVD. That's so funny.
Oh, wow. Well, we do.
Yeah.
We'll check that out tonight. Yeah, we can do that. We got that scene.
Christmas Vacation is a sequel. Yeah, it's a great sequel, right? It's amazing.
Some people are like, oh, all the series get worse as they go on.
Not all.
As far as I'm
Not
concerned,
all.
the Vacation series improves. I think European has more,
we even like
more
Vegas
detail.
Vacation.
And then the
Their
Christmas
aesthetic.
is a real classic. And Vegas, I thought was a lot of fun. Most people would think it was a terrible and it was a TV movie.
He just
blah,
released
blah,
a version
blah.
of Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh,
He's,
well.
And then she says, he's a national treasure. Anyway, it's really funny. But anyway, the Godfather of Smooth Jazz. I started with 2 ounces of rye. So this is a variation on the Godfather cocktail, by the way.
Yeah.
That calls for Scotch and Amaretto. We have neither blended Scotch nor Amaretto, so I used
So we're going way
rye.
off book here.
All right.
But we're making
But
a
it's a
drink.
variation.
We're making a new drink, so there.
Yeah, it's a variation.
Hello.
Okay, so 2 ounces of rye, and I'm going to do a half ounce of Frangelico. If
You
I
didn't
can
get it open.
open.
Need a hand there?
Dang, I got it.
Oh, you
I
got
got
it.
it.
Sure.
Wow, that was really sealed closed.
I hate when I do that and like you get hand burns off.
Roy G. Biv. I had Boards of Canada. I don't know that one.
Yeah, my buddy Roy.
Half ounce
Roy Graham Biv.
hazelnut liqueur, a.k.a. Frangelico. There are others, though.
Yes, Amy.
There are others.
I think the vacations age well as you get later on, and there's even a cruise ship vacation with just Eddie and Catherine.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
Is that the one we saw at your mom's house?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
I remember that.
And it wasn't great, but it was pretty good. It was
just kind of on the TV while we were.
It was entertaining.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. But you know what? good acting. I will say that like they're both really good. So even if they're in kind of a crap movie, they're both really good. So okay, so 2 ounces rye, ½ ounce hazelnut liqueur, ½ ounce fresh lemon juice. And since this is the godfather of smooth jams, I'm going to add 5 dashes of hella Mexican chocolate bitters. You could use any cocoa bitters you might have.
There's some really good cocoa bitters. There is
Eddie and the Cruise Ships.
Nice.
Oh, that's Amy. That's a great name for a lounge band.
Good name for a punk band, but I'm thinking of
Yeah, I'm
Eddie and the
thinking
Hot
lounge
Rods. Yep, but definitely. Oh, Errol is name checking the color code. That is in fact a completely different mnemonic, and I learned the classic one years ago, and I still know it, which is great. And sometimes I'm looking at pictures on the like old radio site I take a look at, and I'm decoding the resistors to figure out what is that? Yeah, but it's good that exists. There's very good reasons for that, of course.
All right. What do they all? Can you say what they all stand for?
What's that?
BB Roy.
BBROYGBVGW is black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, white.
Oh, okay.
That's the one, and that takes you through like 1 through is that 10 letters? That takes you like 0 to
Vacation on 34th
0 to
Street.
9. So
That would be a
10
great
10
mashup,
numbers.
by the way. Vacation on 34th Street. Bad boys.
I'll tell you the rest of that later. It's a little rude.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Oh, that would be better. Very true.
This is Rocky, it's Ruby Sue. This is our pride and joy. Snot. I know, their kids were not their pride and joy.
And those are the latest kids, of course, because
I know.
there's the kids in Vacation. There's the kids. They're not the kids in European Vacation. Come to think of it. But
Well,
then
you
there's
know
the
who was
kids
Vicky
in Vegas
in
Vacation.
the original Vacation film? I'll take a cocktail glass, please.
Yeah.
Vicky in the original Vacation film, Jane Krakowski.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. I just learned that recently myself. I'm like, oh yeah, she was very young at the time. Do I have cocktail glasses down here?
There must be some.
There must.
Yeah. Look on this shelf.
I'm looking on this shelf. Oh wait, I can look with light on this shelf. And survey says 9.
Are there any clean ones in the kitchen? I saved it. Oh, they're over here. They're over here. Duh. All right.
Luckily, I've got a chill.
Oh, I was gonna say they're on the cart. Remember how we said we didn't have shakers because they were on the cart?
Yeah, the small ones on the cart. Yes.
There are glasses on the cart too.
Nix and
All right.
Nora's.
It's rude but memorable.
The
Just say that about so many
The
things.
clean version is as well, and that's what I learned, around the Boy Scouts time. So
Yes, Eddie, there is a Santa Claus. Okay. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, and
Oh my gosh.
Anthony Michael Hall as Rusty. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Good. Yeah.
Okay.
Second picture has a completely different Audrey and Rusty. Actually, they all
Yes.
do. They're all different. And the Vegas Vacation
I feel like that's
has,
kind of part of it.
Vegas Vacation has actors who actually have gone on to do much more prominent things, as a matter of fact, as Audrey and Rusty.
Godfather of Smooth Jazz is good.
Pretty smooth. Do you now want to listen to some Kenny G?
No, I definitely don't.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, it's so funny. She was so young. She was like a young teenager there.
She seems like she's 13 or 14 in that.
And
I have to look it up.
I saw an interview with her and her mom, like, I don't know, in the last few years. And they were talking about that. And her mom was on set when she's like, I French kiss. And she's like, yeah, but my daddy says I'm the best. And her mom was there when that happened. And her mom just thought it was hilarious, like, at the time. Now people are like,
oh my God.
But yeah, no, her mom was just cracking up. So.
Well, let's go. But definitely. There's a comment back here I would like to bring up because Peter brought up a fun idea. He would try Piper at the Gates of Dawn with Wizard of Oz.
Oh my gosh.
Never thought of that. I'm just thinking, you got to use the UK version because the American version starts out with See Emily Play. Great song, but it's not on the album.
You mentioned Kenny G out of nowhere because of Bad Moms Christmas.
That's what we're talking about.
Because, okay, so if you have not seen Bad Moms Christmas, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it leads to Christmas disaster. Her mom hijacks her house for a party, and Kenny G is performing, and it doesn't go down well.
She decides that's the time to kick everybody out of the house because she's not having any of it.
Yeah.
But there's a great conversation between her and G.
And Kenny G. Okay, shoo fly. Get out of my house. I'm still getting paid, right? He does say that. I'm still getting paid, right? She's like, I don't know. Take your little flute and scoot. Take a little flute and shoo. Shoo fly.
Our background sound is between a roulette wheel and a football game. Yeah, there's sort of a shuddering sound happening because of the color wheel over there. It's a much more recent color wheel than all that. I just installed a 60s color wheel out in the Tiki room.
Soylent Night. I always say that, Soylent Night.
You do, absolutely.
By Hell Interface.
So both of our aluminum trees actually have a color wheel on them right now, which is better than I did last year. So there we go. Yes.
I'm so happy the tree's back up.
Oh, man. I'm happy too. I was really sad. It's just a few years ago I was noting that the aluminum covering on the pole itself was totally shredding because it was really just sort of like colored paper. And it had been around since 1961.
Oh, you're having water.
So I decided to stop like shoring it up, and I just shredded it all off. And I decided to give it a new life. And what did I use? That aluminum flashing tape that you use when you're putting gutters on your house. Because we had a roll of that for some reason. It's not cheap stuff. But
Save the neck for me, Clark.
So I just spread that all around, repunched all the holes, and now it's just brilliant. And it looks better than it did. It looked better than it did originally.
Yeah, like he says, save the neck for me, Clark. I will, Eddie.
You don't save the neck. You make.
Oh, okay, Eric. I will go back and get it. I will go back and get it.
We'll take that.
Oh, wow. I told my teacher I helped my mom do. Oh my gosh, what? Or if she was involved. I said, look at the signatures and put them in the correct stack. Later I understood her relief. Oh no. Oh, Errol.
Now I'm thinking airplane with Dr. Pep Schmier. So.
Naked Gun.
Oh, that's true. Pep Schmier is Naked Gun. Yep. Airplane.
All right, I had some water.
Airplane is Mayo Clinic. So.
The Mayo Clinic. Give me ham on 5. Hold the Mayo.
But definitely. The big one. All of these.
Wine and missing toe.
All of these are favorites around this joint. We watch a lot of the Vacation Picture. Watching a hell of a lot of Bad Moms. It is a lot of rewatchability. Some of it are things that you really can't say live on the air here with this kind of show. Although plenty of people would just let it fly. And I don't know. I think it rings true. It rings true with for a lot of people with a lot of Christmas. And it's just the way it is. They just kind of tell that the way it is. In fact, you got to take this, take these things the way they come, you know.
Merry Krampus by the Midall Brothers. Oh, Dime says, please read my last comment. Okay, wait.
That sound. Wait. Oh, the color wheel, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I missed that sound. Oh, my gosh.
The one we have that's...
Oh, Dime, I love that.
The one that we have from the 60s is actually... It's a metal housing, which is unique for these things. And it just sort of goes whiz, whiz, whiz. This one goes shutter, 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 because I think there's a lot of plastic on plastic happening in there.
Yeah, because we have your grandma's too, which is out there, right?
She never had a color wheel.
Wait, okay, we have one out there and one in here.
Yeah, this one
Casey gave us this one, right?
No, Casey gave us one out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew Casey gave us one.
Yeah, he's on this broadcast somewhere.
He was, anyway. Are you still here, Casey?
You gave me color wheel. It's out there somewhere.
If you are, thank you for the color wheel.
Which implies that your parents had a aluminum tree, or maybe one of your grandparents, one of your crazy grandparents. So hey.
Do you want another drink?
Oh, yeah. I found something.
Do you have an idea?
Yeah, great idea.
Is it a Christmas disaster drink?
It will be.
It will be a Christmas disaster drink. Do you have a film in mind?
One could. I was really thinking that I wanted to work the whole angle of disasters.
Okay.
Because when we talk about disasters and Christmas, people get one idea with this show. We're not going to do that. But I was thinking, what about disasters? Like, is there a Titanic cocktail? No. All right, fine.
He says they get one idea, but I don't know what.
Is there a Chicago Fire cocktail? No. For Pete's sake. And I was like, all right, fine. How about something just like San Francisco cocktail, San Francisco earthquake cocktail? I've got something.
It's not Christmas.
And I found earthquake, so I'm going to make it a San Francisco earthquake cocktail. Yeah. Okay, shot of tequila.
Okay, hold on. That's not Christmas though.
Half ounce of grenadine.
Okay. Do we have? Oh, we do have.
I'm modifying it. Yes, we do.
Okay.
Half ounce of lemon.
Hold on. Ah! I can't type with my left hand. Okay.
2 dashes orange bitters.
Uh-huh.
And a dash of that strawberry liquor.
Okay. What the hell? Oh, caps lock is on. Okay. This is going to be weird.
Actually, you don't make that.
What makes it earthquake, by the way?
I have no idea.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to work with that.
Shake strain?
Shake strain cocktail.
Okay.
And replace those orange bitters with those hot bitters. That's what I intended to do. I was reading this off from this book, but I'm going to change it up.
So do you want to make it like...
I was going to call that San Francisco earthquake.
You want to just do a... That's... Of all the poor taste. How about Christmas earthquake?
Fine.
You want to do a dropper?
Dropper.
Okay.
That works. Okay. I don't have a shaker any longer. I'll go find one.
Okay. Of all the poor taste, we'll make it Christmas earthquake. The 1954 Godzilla movie would be considered a disaster film, yes. I think any film with Godzilla would probably be considered a disaster film. Hi, Nick. Good to see you, and thank you. Oh, Casey is here. Yay! Yes, your color wheel is up that you gave us.
Where did that come from?
Oh, if it's not too personal, Paul would like to know where the color wheel came from. How about a Die Hard cocktail? Well, Paul did one earlier. I will repeat what he did because it's a good one. We've done a Hans Gruber cocktail in the past, but today he did Nakatomi Plaza. 2 ounces Awayuki strawberry gin. Hold on, I did not put the amount here. 2 ounces Awayuki strawberry gin. Half ounce strawberry liqueur. It's strawberry forward. Half ounce St. George Spirits spiced pear liqueur. Half ounce fresh lemon juice. Shake with ice and strain into a cocktail glass, and it was darn good. It sounds like it would be very heavy on the strawberry, but it was actually really good. Had a kind of a cucumber note to it.
I have no idea what that would be in there.
Yeah.
There's no cucumber in this whatsoever. It doesn't come within 100 yards of a cucumber.
I call it Christmas
but there was a
earthquake.
note. Bizarre. And maybe it's just that sort of vegetal note because it was very fresh strawberry flavor in the gin.
Could be.
And I was afraid that the other things would overpower that. No, it totally punched through. So hey.
I can't believe everyone else's color wheel makes that sound all this time. Oh my gosh, Dime. Yeah, no, it totally does. It totally does. What if Poseidon sailed a week early? Poseidon Christmas Vacation. Oh my gosh, I feel like that's a film made to, like, that's just something we need to make. Yeah.
The prior week, the successful Poseidon cruise.
Oh my God.
That's
the
hilarious.
Possibilities. I'm like,
endless. I'm telling you. All right. Anyway, so I need
so funny.
I need a shot of that tequila.
If you really want to do a poor taste cocktail, go with Christmas tsunami rather than earthquake.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Geez.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, jeez. I'll take that tequila, please. So this was something from this book that we've had for ages, The World Bartender Guide. Interesting book. It actually seems like it must be a much older book that was published later in the early 80s, which is this edition of it. It has a ton of stuff. Some of it very unusual.
Oh, Dime is saying, is there a particular vintage one that everyone feels was the best, or are they all pretty much the same? Do you mean a movie, or
the color wheel?
Oh, the color wheel. Oh, I don't know. I am not an expert.
They were all made. I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think if Errol has ever taken a look at one of these things, he can tell you they were all made inexpensively out of cheap parts at the time. And if you look at one from the '60s, it's probably a metal housing that's just cheap stamped
you
metal,
can get
steel, and and this low RPM motor. And the actual wheel itself is just like one or another variation on plastic. There were 3 or 4 varieties they made at the time.
I did not even know you could get new ones. That's so funny.
The color wheels?
Yeah.
That plastic, that's probably only about 10 years old.
No,
Yep.
we got that way before that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Way before that.
Oh, well, maybe 20, but we actually got that that goes with the tree out there, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, which is a vintage tree.
Which is a vintage tree. But that's not a vintage color wheel, that plastic house. It's much more recent than that.
No, it's not that old. It is old. Oh, I obtained it from a relative in upstate New York, or a garage sale. Okay. I like that. I like that.
I remember having you use that as light show for a noise performance way back in the day.
I gotta do Aunt Bethany here.
Oh, there you go.
Is your house on fire, Clark?
As much as that gives.
No, Aunt Bethany, those are Christmas lights.
Yep.
Although one of my favorite lines in the whole movie, "Don't throw me down, Clark."
I can throw down Aunt Bethany.
Like he would throw her down. That's hilarious.
Grenadine.
Oh my god, I love it. Poseidon Christmas Vacation. Oh.
I'll take that lemon too, please.
Man, I feel like you needed to do more lemon.
Well, I'm using another half ounce and then I'm done, so.
Wait, what have you done? Oh, I already wrote it down. Never mind.
Yep.
All good.
I'll take the bitters.
Which?
The ones
the
I use for
Hellfire.
this.
Oh,
yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I already wrote that one down.
Yep, you're good.
I bought my color wheel from the Vermont Country Store. Oh, yeah, yep. I love Vermont Country Store. We went there.
We did stuff.
It's really fun.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you did too. Hi, Ben PTV.
It's getting
Good
low.
to see you.
Just wanted a full dropper.
Aunt Bethany's first line is my emails on my phone during Christmas vacation.
Can I take a look at the...
Oh my God, I love it.
So let's make sure I'm doing this right.
2 droppers. You did 2 droppers, right?
Yeah. Oh, the dash of the strawberry liqueur I'll need.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Pepper
We'll try this
tree.
out.
Oh, is your house on fire, Clark?
No, I bet.
Those are Christmas lights. You did 2 droppers though, right?
I did. Maybe I want some heat.
No. I want to.
Throwing a little.
I want to accurately report
what
this
went
drink.
on at the lounge.
Yes, I want to accurately report that. Use Fireball for a towering inferno cocktail. I love it.
Speaking of poor taste.
Of all the poor taste.
A chilled cocktail glass is a good idea.
Poor taste is our middle name.
We will do things that seem to be in incredible poor taste because it might look good and we'll try it. And I'm always game to try a cocktail that looks horrible in the formula because sometimes it turns out just great. And sometimes it's exactly as terrible as you think, and I just saved you from having to make that. That's the way I think.
Christmas earthquake. Do you want a twist?
I'll take a twist. I made the twist.
There's one twist left.
I'll take the remaining twist. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And garnish with a twist.
Garnish with a twist.
And you remind me that
I like mine
garnish my
with a
glassware.
twist. Does anyone get that reference?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like mine with a twist.
That'll do.
Oh, you got 2. Wait, hold on.
Oh, get yourself a Christmas ball.
No, I got a red thing going here.
Okay.
Never mind.
We don't have red balls. So. Anyway.
Oh my God, green balls.
Only got green balls.
I gotta try this.
Not that kind of show either.
ever so slightly skeptical, but I got to try this. I can say that because he didn't create this one, so if it's not good, I didn't hurt his feelings.
Oh, I looked at what was in it and I thought it should be okay. I modified what they did because a lot of these formulas will use too little of something or another.
Oh, Dime, anytime.
For no good reason.
Anytime, Dime.
And I did this the way that I would have done it. That I would do it. Thank you. Oh, man.
You don't want him
I don't want to
shooting this off the bar because...
Yeah, oh boy, what a mess.
It would be smart to garnish your glass ahead of time, I'm just saying.
Would have been smart. Would have been smart.
No, I didn't do it either, so... He didn't comment. Oh, I like that.
That's all right. That's quite all right. Oh, and I'm getting the heat. Like it doesn't hit you first, but then give it a second.
The 2 dashes of the habanero shrub. It's good. I like it, but
it's a good idea.
Yeah, I like heat.
I like heat. And these hot bitters, we have a couple of varieties of those kicking around, and we also have those ones from Laurice, which were the Hellfire, which was like an habanero extract.
Yeah.
Wow, those ones would burn your head off.
Ben says, when my brother Ron calls, the ringtone for him is cousin Eddie emptying the toilet into the storm drain. I need to up my ringer game.
Is that basically what you think of your brother? I'm just thinking.
I need to up my ringer game. I do have some good ones, but yeah, no, I need to up my ringer game. All right.
We got some good ringtones, though. Like, our personal ringtone is a very specific thing. And I have a ringtone that I put on for a couple of my friends, which is the Uncle ringtone, Man from Uncle.
As in Man from.
As in Man from. And then I got another ringtone that is the Ice ringtone from the Matt Helm pictures, which is very unique, and that's fun.
Oh, it's out of stock. I just went to Vermont Country Store, and there's lighted Christmas tree color wheel. It says out of stock.
That's exactly what we're looking at over there. That's a very contemporary kind of color wheel. Plastic base. They work just fine. All
right.
You can get these things vintage, and we actually, the tree that's out there is in a rotating Christmas stand, which doesn't work, which came from our friend Ray, because he had picked that up off of eBay, and then it stopped working, and he was like, hey, look, if you can get this thing going, great, it's yours. And I took a look at it, and I realized that it was just, the gears were worn, and I think a few minutes with a good bucket of secondhand parts, and we'd get this thing going.
I don't want to advertise the Evil Empire, but you can get them on the Evil Empire. I just looked.
You can take a look, and they're there. So,
they're there.
So yeah.
So
they all cost about the same. There's even one that's cheaper.
Night, Peter. Good to see you. Yeah, you can. Hey, Carl Falcon. Good to see you. Yeah, you can get them on the Evil Empire. Yep. They're out of stock on Vermont Country.
You can find them. There are places to find them, and there are other resources as well if you don't want to use the Empire. So look around.
Since they booted us, I don't feel like advertising them.
I don't much feel like mentioning their name on the line. We all knew who they are. Big deal. We still buy from them. Yeah.
Well, you kind of have to. I mean, like, unless you, I don't know. Unless you have more energy than I have. Sometimes you just like need to go on and order something, and you don't have time to find some other
research
place,
and everything and everybody's brother. Oh, I tell you.
I'm just saying.
I tell you. But sometimes
I need a Mr. T shut fool ringtone. I can tell. Listen to call me in about 20 minutes. Guilt free. Figured that one out. I love it. Shut up, fool. Oh. All right.
Shut up, fool. Shut up, fool. Shut up, fool. Shut up, shut up, shut up, fool.
You get Mr. T in your pocket from R.J. McPhee. I can mention them. They will provide you with a ton of great Christmas gifts, and this also will play.
I pity the fool.
There you go. That's all you need.
Shut up, fool. I pity the fool. Shut up, fool. I pity the fool. Shut up,
yes, fool. Dime. Thank you. Thank you. You know the empire I mean.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
I think you were right the first time.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
It's funny that he actually worked for a company that you worked for.
He did. I knew the name. Jeff Bezos
Long
before
time
anyone
before
else
any of
knew.
this.
Well, not anyone else, but before most people knew that
Yeah.
name.
Mhm.
Because I temped at a company he worked at.
And he was at that point just setting up his big empire.
Yep.
And it was nothing at the time.
And
then
he and his
suddenly it was a
wife,
thing.
he left, and he and his wife drove west to start the evil empire. And then they got divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, whatever.
All right, stop that.
Fun holiday day trip.
Mhm.
There's a huge tree farm Christmas store in Columbia County, Pennsylvania that boasts the world's biggest stand collection.
Tree stand collection.
Carl,
Yeah.
what?
What?
We could drive to
Wow.
that.
I think so.
Oh my God, day trip.
Where's Columbia County?
Day trip? I don't know, but Pennsylvania. It's a neighboring state.
Well, Pittsburgh is Pennsylvania.
Well, I know, but that's only 6 hours.
And we could drive to
Day
it, but
trip.
I'm not going to do it on a day trip.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm just saying.
Oh, Ben,
Mhm.
yeah, yep.
Yeah. Seriously.
I'm gonna look it up. Columbia County. Do you know what's the town?
Yeah. Interesting to know.
Oh, Coles Stony Hill. Okay.
Okay.
Coles Stony Hill. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Right now. Because
Where is this anyway? It's interesting to note, and of course you can do this as well. Follow along at home with our home game, folks. If interesting things happen online.
not donate.
Oh, wow.
Stony.
Yeah. Make sure your finger's on the right thing. You're still with cold, by the way.
It's hard to type this way.
Which way?
Oh. Is that it?
Milltown?
Milton?
Milton.
Is that it? Milton?
Milton. Where's Milton? Zoom
Oh.
out.
Well, I will, but
I'm interested to know.
tree farm.
This is, in fact,
I'm trying to figure out what it's near.
Looks pretty central.
Okay, well that would be good.
West of Scranton. Probably about
West
an hour.
of Scranton? Okay, well Scranton's right off of 84. So so we take 84 to Scranton and then we switch to 80.
Wend your way west.
I love this idea, Carl. Thank you.
Yeah.
Day trip.
We'll take a look at that later. Mm-hmm.
Need a sake cocktail called Nakatomi Plaza. Yes, I know, right? That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
We didn't have sake on hand,
Ooh.
but we did in fact have the.
Ben says I changed jobs
you
in May.
can-
First time I've been able to work remotely. I love it.
Hello.
I love it.
Oh, excellent. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
Milton. Oh my gosh, Carl, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna
I'll check it out. This sounds like
day
fun.
trip. Day trip.
This sounds like
I
fun.
love it.
We have friends who've been working remotely for a really long time, very successfully.
I
So,
love a good road trip too, Amy.
Any business out there that claims that we can't have everybody working remotely is just full of it. because
Well, it depends on
people are doing it.
Depends on the job, but
Depends on the job. But if
your
you have,
job you can work remotely.
if you have an office job,
Yep.
you can do it remotely. Obviously, if you're a first responder, you can't do that remotely. Yes, I know, but
Of all the poor taste.
Hmm?
I'm just gonna keep saying that. Of all the poor taste.
Super. I'm still enjoying the holiday nut crunch myself. It's actually a very good mix.
Oh.
They did it well. That's Planters. Planters? Yeah,
It is
Planters.
Planters.
Yeah, good.
It is
Making
Planters.
sure I get the right brand.
Planters Holiday Nut Crunch.
It's very good. Very good nut mix. Put that out in place of bridge mix. No one would know the difference.
Are you enjoying the nut mix? Oh yes, I am. This is delicious. It's the Holiday Nut Crunch.
So.
Pearl clutch.
Clutch your Christmas
Dime says,
lights.
I know it's several months away yet, but I'm getting psyched for Ohana. Well, yeah, of course.
You got it going on, my man.
Ohana is exciting.
It's a really
And I'm excited we'll see you.
intense
Yay.
experience. And
Yay.
any of our correspondents here who are local to it, who have never been and who are kind of interested in it and whatnot, it's worth your time. It's a really well-run, fun event. All of the aspects of it that really need good security have security.
I love that
That's
that's
very
the first
important.
thing you went to.
Yeah.
It's in Lake George. It's the kitsch capital of the Northeast.
Pretty much. There's more mini golf there than any place I've ever seen. And the downtown area of Lake George has all these great restaurants and little
We need to
shops
do a
and
VL
things. They're on
meetup.
the lake.
Yes, indeed
Yeah.
we do. VL meetup. Yes. Yes. And I know where we need to do it.
So, Chaz, this tree that we just showed you earlier comes from Aluminum Specialty,
Do we
Manitowoc.
need to
Yeah.
show it again?
Well, people saw it earlier, but if anybody wants to see it again, let us know.
We showed it like in the first 5 minutes.
Let
us
us
know,
and away we go.
So.
Yeah.
The one that rudely fell over and killed some of my ornaments.
Yeah, our ornaments, but yes.
Lisa wants me to mention I took a meeting on my vacation day. 30 minutes later, I fell. Oh no! Oh God!
It's not an omen.
Ohana equals happy place. Yes,
I understand.
Amy. Yes.
But jeez. Now you walked away from that one and you're walking now, and that's big plus. So calling it good. Although simultaneously, you probably would have wanted one of these at the time. Just saying.
I'm going to go find a beer / I guess we don't have any cider.
We have no cider out there.
A beer.
We have cider, but not hard cider. And we've definitely had hard cider before, and what I really love to do is to go to the cider mill and grab like the half-gallon container of the unpasteurized, and just let it sit on the counter for a couple of days, and it starts to inflate. And it makes hard cider. I mean, it's not the same as the one in the bottles that you buy, but it will get hard. And if you let it go long enough, it gets very carbonated. You know, it's always kind of fun, but definitely a natural process. We love that kind of thing. Don wants to take a look at that tree. Well, we can do it. I need my lovely co-host to return.
All right.
So I'm not completely absent from the broadcast.
I got 2.
Oh, thank you.
What do we need?
Don wants another look at the Christmas tree.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I got 2.
So we can do that.
We can have a taste test.
I got the Dunkin' Pumpkin. Hello.
Oh, girl, thank you for coming with that. Yes. Oh my gosh, I saw that. Yeah. Okay. I just put the name to the. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you. Much appreciated. It's a hilarious name.
Yes, we saw the shout out. Thank you.
really well with that one. So I'm glad that it has more legs, because we do what we do to this crowd, and who knows where it goes. I have no idea who is watching us, because our numbers here are totally fake.
It doesn't tell us.
Our numbers here
watching.
on either platform, we're on both, are total fiction. Total, absolute fiction. I'll say that too. I'll say that right now in fear that the robots will ban me. But you know what? Whatever, guys.
No.
They already banned me. What they're feeding us in terms of stats is total BS. So I don't know.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I don't know. And I'll say that out loud. It's
okay,
true.
So
it's true.
We could do a taste test. I brought in a Harpoon Winter Warmer and the Harpoon Dunkin' Pumpkin.
Dunkin' Pumpkin.
All right.
I will explain this one. I'll explain this one too. And actually, Amy, you might have had this.
Should we open them both?
I think that you'll probably enjoy.
Should we open them both?
Actually, Carl, you want to post the link to your video right
Please,
there?
Yeah. Drop it.
Drop it in.
Oh, good night, Gettysburg, ma'am.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah. So good to see you.
I'm sorry, I have a tree to decorate. Yes.
Oh, please. Oh, Gettysburg, ma'am. Thank you.
Do it.
Thank you.
Right through. Boom, boom, boom.
There's a cider house in Salem, Massachusetts that has specialty ciders for the season. I love that.
We enjoy a good hard cider ourselves. And our local cider mill, which you went to, Amy.
I opened this one.
They do several grades of their hard cider. Like the sweet one.
Yeah.
The sweet one, the dry one, and then there's like the uber dry one, which is really good. That's like champagne. It's so good. I love that.
I forget the one that's called Boys Don't Cry.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
And they're doing, they do a saison as well, and they're doing some cider thing that's extremely specialty.
Should we do it in
not cheap
these glasses, or should we? I don't know.
You have all of these beer glasses right in front of you.
That's what I'm saying. All right, let me remove the decoration.
Decor, yes.
All right. I'd hate to put it in the dishwasher with decoration on it. I'll use one of these babies. Oh, is that clean? Clean enough.
Clean-esque.
All right, so this is the Harpoon Winter Warmer.
Mm-hmm. Which we certainly had plenty of times.
I think I've only had it once.
It will warm you.
Do you want to open the other one and we can see which one we like better?
Sure.
Okay.
That works. Okay. Just ducking my decor.
My tree was featured in my episode last week. Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
Tomorrow's episode will be a Starbucks tree I put up in the kitchen. Share the link, please, so people can watch.
Drop it. Drop it. Let's take a look.
Yeah, please. I know, most people usually are like, do not share your links in my broadcast. I'm like, please, go for it.
I understand why that is. A lot of folks like to muscle in on a broadcast, but this...
I know.
This is a salon. You're here.
I know. And you're not
to
spamming,
converse
so
among all of us.
Yeah,
We're glad you're here. So...
Please, drop your links. Good night, Casey. Good to see you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thanks, man.
Yeah, please. Carl, Ben, drop your links. Do it. It's fine,
And Casey, let me know how you're doing on that turntable stand, because if it's not happening, I think we can find you a resource. You don't have to go with the one that I recommended originally that's not cheap. It's good. I've had this stand over here for over 30 years. But still, I don't tell people, you need to spend $500 on this. No. I mean,
no.
Probably not.
Right.
Okay.
You got to put them in the same... Here.
Same glass.
Same glass. If we're going to do a taste test.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Check it.
All right. I'll see which one I prefer.
Blind taste test?
Okay. Fine.
There we go.
All right.
Do 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 do.
All right, you ready?
Okay.
Can I open my eyes?
No. Okay. Oh, hold up your hand. There you go.
No.
No.
All right.
Boom. Okay. That's brand X.
Okay.
And here's brand Y.
Oh man, that's harder than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought the pumpkin would be more pumpkin forward.
It isn't. Do you want to try it again?
Yeah. I'm going to say this one is the holiday ale.
Wrong. Holiday ale.
The pumpkin is not pumpkin forward.
I didn't do this blind. And I can tell the holiday ale because it's got a specific spice note that hits you. But this one is a little spicy too.
I know. I thought they would really be super different from each other, and they're not. So anyway, whatever. I always fail taste tests. If you've watched any of these shows at all, I always fail the taste test. Bless you.
Sorry about that. Well, the Dunkin' Pumpkin, which actually contains...
Very seldom I inspect silverware like that. Don't care for recycled food. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, we eat out very seldom. Oh, yeah.
Let me think here. This contains... Here we go. It's ale with oats.
Well, this is also an ale.
Ale with oats, coffee, natural flavors. That's meaningless. Oat milk.
It's Dunkin'. It has to have coffee.
Pumpkin puree and cinnamon. So this is like working like a pumpkin pie with a coffee.
What's in this?
Kind of note.
All right, you want to do the taste test?
And amazingly enough, it does not have a really heavy pumpkin flavor.
You need to do the test too.
All right, that's fine. This is a winter warmer ale with cinnamon and nutmeg. So this should stand out very distinctly.
I know. All right. You ready to do the blind taste test?
You can tell because the colors are a little different, and I'm going to go away because I got to blow.
No. Hi. Oh, you're on Facebook. Oh, I was about to say, hi, Joe. That's Dime. Dime is over on Facebook now, too. Yay!
Hey.
Okay, so I'm going to Paul try this. These are not that different from each other. They do taste different, but I could not tell you which one was which. We'll see if he can. He's all like, well, here's the difference, but we'll see if he can after he closes his eyes. Oh, yeah, Diamond Nick, you have to, be friends and get to know each other. And
Seriously.
Close your eyes.
We're all together. All right.
Close your eyes. All right.
I took my glasses off so I would not actually have
You ready?
visual acuity when my eyes are closed.
Okay, here.
All right? Okay, first glass.
First glass.
Okay.
Okay.
Second glass.
Second glass.
That's brand X.
Did that link go through? Oh wait.
Here's brand
I'm
Y.
not sure I've seen it. You know what? I don't see it. So, are you in the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen VIP room on Facebook? Share it in the VIP room. Yeah, it's a group. It's a Facebook group. Share it there because people will see it there.
I'll take the first one again, please.
Yeah, Facebook group, Velveteen Lounge Kitchen VIP room. Share it there. I like the slurping.
I think this is the pumpkin.
Wrong! Okay, I am not the only one who boned that taste test.
And I tried them with sight. And I recognized the difference.
I'm saying they're very close to each other, right?
Didn't get it.
They're very close to each other.
Anyway. And this one has like coffee flavors and
got
oat
blocked
milk in
again
it.
moving to Facebook. Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
Even the bad stuff was good. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Even the bad stuff was good. I love it.
Yeah, seriously.
We should take Josie with us. Oh, wait. Oh, my gosh. You take Josie with you? I love that. Oh.
When the manager comes out to see Josie. Well, you know.
I love that. These
You know,
taste tests. You should do more.
You know, she's a dear.
Comparative tastings. I always bone these. The only one I don't ever bone is Grand Marnier versus Cointreau. Because to me, those taste very different. But
Pardon. Wrong place.
But these two, like, he's all confident, like, yeah, this one, here's the difference. And it's like, yeah, and he missed it too. So, I'm just saying.
All I said was that I when I was taking a look at them and I tasted them, I could tell there was a different note in one of them. And I said, okay, well, maybe I can tell that when I try them blind. And I thought, yeah, well, not necessarily.
Hold on.
Seriously. We could do it again.
No, if I did it again, I would get it right. Because I've got the difference here now.
Yeah.
But
You sure?
which one do you like better? All right, I'll do it again. All right, you know what? Why not? I'll do it again.
And then I will do it again to prove that I am better or worse than she is. Pardon me. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my gosh. Hiccups.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Carbonated products on the air. I tell you, it's the thing.
All right. See, I feel like now I've got it, but I don't know.
Okay. Just making sure that we equal volume so that there is no difference in things.
This is very stupid, by the way.
It is very stupid. Okay, so
First
of all, brand X.
Okay, brand X.
There we go.
Do I need to scare you?
Doing a taste test again.
Do I need to scare you?
No, I think I got it out.
Okay.
You all right?
All right.
And brand Y.
I think this is the pumpkin.
Wrong.
What? No! What?
Pumpkin. Pumpkin is a little lighter.
Oh my god.
In the light, you can tell.
No, I know, but that tasted spicier to me.
All right.
I feel like I did not have saltines.
Fair is fair.
I didn't have saltines to clear my palate. What? Oh, thank you, Amy. Okay. Oh, Ben says, okay, migrated platforms request sent. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. Awesome. I might feel like Coke versus Pepsi test, and I probably would too. Clearly, I'm not good at this.
If I had that Pepsi
Nick, I know. This is sad.
I might be able to identify the difference. The thing is that the challenge was like, which one do you like better? And that's what happened.
Oh, I know.
That's what was caused El Bruja at the time. It's not that you can tell them apart
I so
necessarily.
failed. I so failed.
But
I failed twice.
all right, fair is fair.
Right.
This is the pumpkin. It's a little lighter. This is the warmer. It's a little darker.
You gotta make sure they're even though. Hold on.
Yeah, even them up.
I gotta even these bad boys up.
Even these bad boys up.
Close your eyes.
Notice how I take my glasses off. This is ridiculous, but
Like that matters.
it's because of the way I'm putting the glass up to my
All right.
face. I don't want to bonk into things, so I'm not actually telling. And honestly, I just tried them again with vision, and I was really having a lot of trouble. So this is this is going to be
Ready?
luck
Okay.
if I can,
All right.
because they're both spiced ales. They're very,
I just wanna
very
say-
minor differences between these
He
two.
boned this the first time.
Yeah, I really did. I did. Did you bone
I'm
it
very
the
competitive this way.
first? Did you bone it the first time?
I also boned it the first time.
So you're 2 for 2, which is to say 0 for 0. I am 0 for
Oh, he'll probably get it right because
0 for 2 because
I get it right.
brand X. Okay, brand Y. This is virtually the same beer, but I think this is the pumpkin.
Wrong! Oh man. Wrong! We both got that
Terrible.
wrong.
Terrible.
Twice.
2 for 2, which is to say 0 for 0. Goose eggs. Boom. Can't do it.
Night, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Thanks for dropping
Excellent.
by.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
It is time to fix
This
dinner,
is
Callie. Thank you so much
hilarious.
for spending
Oh my god.
90 minutes of your time with us on this crazy thing.
Oh my
where we do
gosh,
stupid
Dime!
taste tests.
Dime says, I'm happy to announce that I got down to the weight I was in high school. Unfortunately, I was overweight in high school. Oh my gosh, but that's good, right? I mean, it's good that you...
Well,
I want to look at the bright side here.
even if you were at the time, you're still down.
You're still down.
You know, so there's
But
a
you know what?
there's a
Let's
factor.
celebrate the wins
There's
here.
a factor.
Let's celebrate the wins.
You gotta go with that.
This was ridiculous, but we both failed twice.
They forgot to put in the pumpkin. Well, it's a good question. If I tasted this very
Oh,
carefully,
Nick.
I'd probably say,
I'm glad you're enjoying our failure.
But this is the kicker, Satellite, is that this is not that pumpkin forward. If it was very pumpkin,
Night, Ben.
I'll tell in a second. It's a spiced ale.
Aw.
So.
Oh, Lisa dropped over to Facebook too.
Hey.
Yay! I love it. All right.
Because we're talking comments from two platforms. Sometimes you're missing them because you're not on
That
the
just
post.
tells us they actually forgot to put in the pumpkin. Satellite says. Kelly just made me
knows?
spit out my pop. I laughed
They're
so
both
hard.
harpoon products.
I love it. I
You
know.
start to wonder if this is just like
I know,
two
it's-
different taps on
well,
the same keg.
I
but,
know, but they're different colors.
They're different
so
colors,
it's like,
though.
did they just add some food color?
You know, I think that they're different ales. Harpoon is a reputable brewery.
I'm
They're
not
actually
gonna-
making quality products.
I'm not going to throw shade at Harpoon.
No, I've
It's
enjoyed
good.
a lot of
And we-
good Harpoon products.
Yes. I'm not going to throw shade at Harpoon, but that is really funny. They're very close to each other.
They have a summer
Oh.
ale which is mango, Campwana mango. That's really good.
Harold
Yeah.
says, funny on the pumpkin, not too different from engineering schedules, almost always wrong. Usually, hi Daniel, good to see you.
Hey,
You made it, all
made it.
right. And Jennifer made it too.
Oh wow!
I just tuned in to see Kelly's second fail. So they are good.
They're
They
good.
are good,
They're
Jennifer.
both
It's
good.
just they're both very, very
Dunkin' Funkin'.
similar in flavor to
very,
each other.
very similar.
Yes.
It's ridiculous, these things. As if they have different product out of this virtually the same
know,
product.
I know.
But yeah, definitely.
stupid.
And Daniel announced earlier that like she had to work. I'm like, well, I'm glad
No, I'm glad you're here now.
that you got to work and you got to see us. So awesome. That's good stuff.
I'm glad you're here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, very silly. I love it. I feel like I don't want to. I think about the expression, your mouth is writing checks your butt can't cash. I feel like we should do taste tests every week.
I'm
So we
glad.
can watch me fail taste tests every week. But we would have to be buying lots of stuff every week so that we could watch me fail taste tests. So I feel like we should do taste tests as often as possible.
Let's see what we got that we can do tests on. If you stick to
Yeah.
your carbonated products, your beer and cider, I think that you'd have a better time with that. It's not like I'm going
Top Gun reference.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
I know. Or just
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love that people are like crossing platforms and everything.
Please.
I would love to do one platform where everyone could just interact. Let me look into that. I think there is one. I need to look into it.
The fact is we're on two because we started out on one of these.
Yes.
And then we started using the other one pretty heavily, and they're both doing video, and our audience is split. So we are at both because we're using StreamYard to get us to both platforms. And we could do more platforms than that. Then we were angling like 5 platforms going, I don't know.
No, I feel like there is one we could do. But I need to look into it because I don't want to make promises. I don't want to write checks my butt can't cash. I don't want to make promises I can't fulfill. So let me look into it.
Yeah, we'll see what's what.
Because
for a long time, when I get frustrated with these two platforms, I threaten to just go to Twitch, and then people can watch us and we can play music. And we haven't quite done that yet. It's real easy. It's free. And one of these days, I will want to do more music, and I will just go and do that. And we'll let you know. But definitely.
Well, the taste test, I do better at calculus. Me too. And I suck at calculus.
I saw something, I believe it was in the New Yorker magazine, about wine sommeliers and the big scandal about the test that they take and how there's a certain amount of BS that goes on with that.
Oh, really?
And I think, that's very telling because we're talking some extremely expensive beverage that they are dealing up there. And if there's a BS factor, you think that just gives a big lie to the whole thing.
I have always said, it's good that I have really a middling platform.
Palette?
I was about to say platform. We were talking about platforms.
Platforms.
Palette. I have a middling palette because I would not want, my lights are weird. I would not want to have very, very, very expensive tastes because then I would never be happy with the liquor I could actually afford. So, I don't want to always be unhappy thinking I just wish this was that really expensive thing. No,
Well, there's that thing.
I'm happy with good. It doesn't have to be amazing for liquor.
I always equate the super tasters out there, the folks who potentially have more taste buds than you or I, with the folks who have what they call perfect pitch. And if you can tell a particular tone at 10 paces, see, the upside to that is that you can tell that, and the downside to that is that most things out there will sound wrong to you. Right. And I think that the folks who have super taste buds probably think that most food tastes terrible because it's not right.
Dime says, I think there's a program for you that you can see all the chats, but in front it has a badge for each so you know where the comments are coming from. That's what we have here.
Yeah.
That we can see that here.
StreamYard tells us
we
where
can
it's
see
going
who's
from.
on Facebook and who's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, right now Errol's on YouTube and Lisa's
Never
on
get
Facebook.
to see you do the old man beer tastings. Oh. Yeah, no, I think there's a way to do this, but I don't want to promise anything until I've tried it.
We can do an old man beer tasting any week on this because there's still old man beers to be had. And
maybe next week.
I'm very fond of the extremely regional ones that you probably can't get because they're a lot of fun. The national brands, well, they all taste alike, we know that. And I'm not probably going to do a taste of that, but I will definitely do a Jenny versus Yangling tasting and see where we get. And that's highly entertaining.
So
the last time we actually did that tasting, I believe we did malt liquor. That was pretty hilarious. I was lacking a fourth malt liquor. That really hacked me off.
To highlight this evening, we have done it for a Christmas disaster cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
We've done the Revenge of Margot from Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Godfather of Smooth Jazz from A Bad Mom's Christmas. Nakatomi Plaza from Die Hard. And Christmas Earthquake from Paul Made That Up in His Brain.
No, I took it from this book, but I modified it highly.
Yes. So that's where we are for Christmas disaster cocktails. Malt liquor. Did someone say Zima? Oh my God, Zima.
Zima.
Ooh,
There were varieties of Zima. You could do a Zima tasting. I believe it's back on the market too. Oh boy.
Oh, it's also concerns like what happened with Austrian. Wait. Wine scandal of the 80s. Oh yeah. The adulterated product. I read an article about that. Hilarious. I'm sorry, I think that's hilarious.
There is absolutely.
So, Zima, yeah. Zima was back. Yep. I don't. Is it still? It was back.
It may not be back
anymore. I don't know
anymore.
if it's still back.
There are things that come and go. We were able to get Rheingold about 20 years ago.
Oh.
But it's off the market again.
Jennifer says, slightly off topic. Well, 4 topics ago, competition. Who would win beer pong between you two?
I think we'd both fail miserably. It's hard to say. I am terrible at beer pong.
I think I would win.
Oh, well, there we go. Easy. Yeah.
I think I would win.
I've never played beer pong, but when I'm trying to get like it, when I've done that thing at the carnivals, I'm terrible. Absolutely terrible.
And I did not completely suck.
So there you go. See?
I think I would win.
She's got the edge. She's got the edge. It's funny business.
Is Zima... Okay, hold on. I gotta look. Sorry. It like probably 6 or 7 years ago, it was back.
Bill Grizzly. There's a T-shirt you can get.
I don't want
get a 6-pack.
I don't want a T-shirt.
I don't want a T-shirt.
No, I do not want a T-shirt.
No.
Hold on.
It looks like
Zima. You can buy it online, but I don't know if it's still being made.
Well, if you can buy it.
Can you buy like old Zima?
You don't want to buy old Zima. I'm just saying. Everybody.
No, but
don't.
I'm just saying like I'm seeing Zima available to buy online, but I'm not seeing a website for Zima, so I don't know.
Maybe it's not there.
Buyer beware.
Bear in mind, when we talk old man products, you can no longer...
Zima's back, baby! Amy says, okay, all right.
There it is.
We had it, I don't know, a few years ago, because a friend had bought it. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, that's a thing still. Like the chat interface on Facebook, but I can't watch Facebook on my TV. Dime says, okay, all right, interesting. All right, yeah, that stuff was awful. So,
not good.
Oh, the old man beers. Yes, Errol, people are liking the old man beers. I'm just saying.
The old man
there
beer
was Zima at Ohana in 2017.
I missed it.
Really?
Dang it.
And Nick is saying that sounds like a New Year's Eve event, Velveteen beer pong. You know what, Nick? We have a lot of time to fill, so I think we could probably make that happen.
If you, Nick, are interested to host a couple of hours on our 24-hour New Year's broadcast featuring beer pong and other stupid games.
It's made in Japan, Dime says. Okay.
Then I would duke you as the maestro of the games section of our broadcast.
Zima
but let us know.
Citrus. You can get it imported. Okay. Oh, hi, dog. Oh, my gosh. Hi, dog.
That's right.
Oh, Scroties. Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
The damn biker bar at Ohana has the Zima, of course. You know.
I don't think I had any.
Oh, jeez.
Thank heavens. But, yeah. Oh, my God.
Next thing you guys...
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me.
I'm going to turn up like several gallons of vintage Ripple and say, hey, Scroties.
That makes a lot of sense to me, actually. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, please.
So let's see. Zima, it was from 1993. That sounds about right.
Oh,
I recall that.
Classic beers. Oh, remind me of my grandfather. Yes! Gave me a traditional spoonful to try as a kid. Oh my gosh. Well, at Ohana, he hosts the Old Man Beer Challenge, which are
4 old man beers.
Bass is way better than what he usually serves.
Not an old man beer.
Well, I mean, plenty of old man drink Bass.
Old man beers, Genesee, Yangling, Schlitz. What else do I usually use or can use? Schmitz. If it's still available, I think it's off the market now. If Rheingold is still around, definitely man beer.
Definitely not still around.
Yeah. And some of the Gansett product is absolutely old man beer.
Natty Bow.
National Bohemian. What else? Stroh's, if you can get it, old man beer. Any of these light lagers,
Oh,
but definitely.
oh, oh, Zima Clear Malt by Coors. Oh, thank you, Satellite. All right. Oh my gosh, Jennifer says, I've never played it, but my blind daughter is better at it than her sister. Beer pong.
Wow.
You gotta have a knack.
It's going to tell you.
We'll do it on New Year's.
It's going to tell you.
You know what? We need ways to kill time, and I like this way of killing time. Oh, Nick says that was my first Ohana, and Squirties makes a great story. What an intro. I knew I was home. Oh.
You folks who come to this event with
you can only get it in
jobs
Japan now.
in the Adirondacks.
Oh, it was Daniel's first Ohana too.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
I love it.
Oh, it's just whatever crazy idea you've got, you can let it fly to Ohana. It's low key. It's not that huge.
Time
You
says,
can see everybody.
I know I'm weird. I actually enjoyed the hell out of Zima in my early 20s.
Oh,
You know what?
It's going to give you a
Do
pain.
you? Do you?
It's going to give you a pain.
Okay, Satellite says, okay, she's sharing a quote. Zima made some marketing misjudgments. It was lighter than beer, but it wasn't a wine cooler, which the company believed would be the perfect niche for men looking for something different. However, not only did many men not enjoy the taste of the beverage, many considered it much too feminine for them. Oh boy.
Ooh,
Schaefer, yes.
There's a real slur happening there.
Yes, Ben, 100%. 100%. Schaefer is 100% an old man beer.
Oh boy.
Yes, you do need to get to Ohana, Errol and Lisa and Josie.
I had thought that you had been before, but it has not happened, and I think
White
that you would
Claw.
enjoy. Oh, White
No,
Claw.
I've only had
man.
White Claw once or twice.
I've never had White Claw. It doesn't sound like a good idea. I'm just saying.
You know what? It's what you drink when you're hammered
what you
and
drink.
you know you need to dial it down.
Usually I reach for one of those cans of Prosecco. That's a pretty good idea. Dial it down. Yeah.
Dial it
Flavor.
down.
Uh-huh.
Just dial it down.
Mmm.
The reincarnation of Zima. I know it. Well, I've
Yeah,
had,
maybe. Flavor profile,
I have
probably.
had. This is going to sound so terrible. Alcoholic seltzer. I know I have.
Well, a vodka seltzer is the sort of thing you can ask for in a bar. And if somebody puts that in a can, you can just grab a can and crack it and go.
Yeah.
Although ultimately it's like, you can do that yourself.
I just remember the
Not
time
a big deal.
a couple of years ago
Yes.
when we stayed at Surfside in Lake George for your birthday.
Yeah.
What year was that? Was that 2020 or no? It must have been 21. 21, yeah, because there was no Ohana in
That's
2020. Right. Okay, so we stayed at Surfside on the lake, by the lake.
On the lake.
I forget.
I think
But
it's on.
anyway, it was his birthday, and we sat by the pool, and I was just seeing all these women with truly hard smells. It was like the Truly pool.
It was the Truly pool. Everyone was really happy with it too.
Wait, okay, hold on. I feel like White Claw is a current version of Zima when we look back. Oh yeah, Nick, that makes sense. Bartles and James wine coolers were the Zima, and I guess the White Claw of my youth. Oh yeah. I remember wine coolers very well. Doug!
If you want to use the year 1985 as the epicenter of wine coolers, that's the thing.
Sweet versus tart, yep.
Yep. Now, of course, wine cooler is nothing more than watered down wine with a little citrus added, so it doesn't taste so watered down. But it was a huge segment at the time. Bartles and James is still around, as far as I know. Their advertisement is long gone.
I have not seen Bartles and James in a good decade.
But the wine cooler idea is, it's a pretty good idea. Ultimately, it's just a very light sangria. So.
Oh my gosh, Ben says, there's a billboard on my way to work advertising a spiked monster. Monster! I'm just waiting for the next round of 4 Loko lawsuits.
Yeah.
Oh God. Ugh.
I do not have any.
That scares me.
I do not have any 4 Loko stories. That's just a terrible, terrible.
Enjoyed wine coolers too when I was 19.
Yeah.
You know, Bartles and James equals poor decisions and hangovers, Jennifer says. Yes. Okay, so.
Hilarious. But we know friends who have done some little 4 Loko in their time, and it's just bad stories. It's really, really bad stories.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you all. Back in the day, and I mean a long time ago, when I still lived in California, and I've been in New York for 33 years, so that long ago.
That'll tell you.
My beverage of choice was a Seagram's Wild Berry Wine Cooler. It was, when I think about it now. Okay, so when I was on tour in Wizard of Oz, I think there was this guy that in hindsight was kind of hitting on me, but I was having none of it. But he heard that Seagram's Wild Berry Wine Coolers were my beverage of choice back in the day. So he picked up a 6-pack, and I was knocking them back with him. And I was just like, this is not as good as I remember. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go to bed now. Bye.
It was good.
Without you.
A long time ago.
Without you. So, yeah, anyway. I gotta go back. All right, hold on.
Checking the.
White Claw is good for slowly getting drunk with flavorless seltzer. It's so bland. Yes, yeah. It is so bland. Bartles and James is now in cans. I haven't seen that.
Take a look around.
Oh my gosh.
We can ask our locals and see if they can get this stuff.
Well, the wine coolers are almost a step
Cold Duck!
Cold Duck. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Whenever you get hangovers and get a headache for about 30 seconds a year. Oh my gosh. My mom allowed us to drink wine at a young age. Not loads, but once we were 18, she didn't care as long as we didn't get carried away. I think that's a good that's like a very continental attitude.
It's a very you're thinking about the rights that you gain along the way.
The good old days.
And like your mother was potentially remembering when she was about 18 and you got those rights and the way you go. And people could have a drink. And if you think about the other things that you could do at that age where you can't, and I think there's some sense to it. I think there's some sense to talking to young people and saying that binge drinking is a really stupid idea because it stunts. It's not actually drinking.
Stunts your growth.
We are actually enjoying a few cocktails live that we mixed up, and we're talking to you, and I'm still standing. There you go. People are doing like shots of Garbage Pail Punch. We're going to be like, out in the garden and vomiting, and it's a bad idea. So that's the big difference there. People talk about drinking.
We're not going to do that.
They have memories of like drinking in teenage years. Yeah, it's stupid. It's really bad. But so.
Yeah, the good old days.
Yeah, the good old days.
Oh my God.
Those were the good old days.
My son would answer, "Geez, Dad, that explains so much."
Well.
Oh, Lisa says, I like Zima back in the day. Haven't had it in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I never had it back in the day. I only had it after it came back. And I was like, okay. Yeah. My lights are...
Peculiar sort of flavored malt beverage. That was the thing with that. It was like flavor profile, I think, was trying to imitate a wine cooler. But it's more like a malt liquor cooler. So it's a malt beverage.
Well, that sounds so classy.
And I think about, we can go to our supermarket and get those like Fireball shots. And it's like, it's not Fireball because it's not liquor. You can't sell liquor in the supermarket in New York State. It's actually malt liquor with cinnamon flavor. That sounds like a terrible idea. And they're cheap.
Yeah.
And I think, oh man, wow, why are you selling these things? But you can't sell wine in the supermarket either. So we have these wine cooler products, and they just look awful.
Well, there's Chateau Diana.
Yeah, really, really bad stuff. And that's what encourages that is the fact that you can't do that. And I think California stores, even Ohio stores, where you can buy wine in a liquor store, you just buy a bottle of wine. If you want to make it a wine cooler, you add citrus to it. You add seltzer to it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now you want to feel bad. Chateau Diana. Family owned and operated.
Well, of course it is.
Your crappy wine is family owned and operated. Oh, man. Oh, but they don't have all these varietals in our supermarket.
We have this stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Asian rye whiskey
now
barrels.
I feel bad. They have all these classy wines on their website.
Wow.
And
we just get the bottom of the barrel at our supermarket.
I know. This is terrible.
We
We have all these, oh my gosh, all these nice wines. We can't get any of these.
Are you sure they're nice?
They're the ones we can get are low alcohol.
Yeah, no, that's New York State.
Oh, here we go, 0 alcohol.
It's not low. It's not 0 alcohol. We get low alcohol.
No, I know, but
Yeah. So.
I have nothing against 0 alcohol.
No. There's
But
some very good ones.
I'm just saying that like all these varietals we don't have. We only have the ones that are like really.
What you can sell in the supermarket in New York State.
Oh.
Very low alc.
Yes. Walmart is also family owned.
Point well taken.
Point well taken, Nick. Yeah.
Very well taken. It doesn't mean too much.
Oh my gosh. Time says I got really drunk once on my 18th. The world's worst hangover. First and last. Hard lesson learned. Oh.
You find out. You find out
There's
fast enough.
nothing worse than a hangover. Well, I mean, I'm sure there are things worse, but very few things worse.
And Ben's pointing out PA is messy.
Yeah.
Because they got steady
yeah.
stores and they're really terribly stocked.
California supermarket still handles the vodka. They
yeah.
still, yeah. California supermarkets, you can buy anything.
It's the Wild West out there.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
Illinois has no rules. You can buy everything in the grocery store or a liquor store.
Woo-hoo!
See?
There you go, baby.
I know, New York is just still in the dark ages.
Yeah, I think
Oh, by the way, yesterday was Repeal Day.
Raise the glass.
90th anniversary
To
of
a beer.
Repeal.
The major product drinking during Prohibition.
Drinking?
Beer. So,
Beer?
Mhm.
Or a convenience store, yeah.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma, we can actually get wines from other states. Yeah,
Nice.
yep.
That's a good update. Yeah.
Delivered to home.
There was a long
I
period
love
where that
it.
was all prohibited, so to speak. And I'm glad that that changed. Oklahoma deserves to have the products that the rest of the country gets. Of course, we don't get them all either. We have these weird laws too.
Oh my gosh.
Our local,
We so do.
institutions are all gangbusters about keeping wine out of the grocery stores. That's really stupid. So.
Ugh. Prohibitionists, man. I'm just saying. How did that work out for you?
Yeah. When anyone wants to talk about prohibiting anything in particular in this country, you can take a look at the big prohibition and see how well that worked. And that is Legion by now. Makes some very entertaining specials by Ken Burns, I gotta say. But in terms of how well it works, forget it.
I clearly remember drinking Zima at my Z Cavaricis and bomb equipment. Oh my god.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I feel like Pennsylvania is a little like New York in that way.
We're within the region. We are all adjoining states and their weird laws.
Oh!
Really stupid
satellite.
laws. Yeah.
It's just, New York is not as dark as Ohio.
Mm.
Idaho.
I know.
I meant Idaho.
I know. Yeah.
Beer and wine in the supermarkets, but everything else is in the state liquor stores.
City.
That's
Okay.
like here.
Yeah.
That's like here. Yep.
Although we don't really have wine in the supermarkets. We get beer.
We have fake wine in the
This really fakey wine in there, which is terrible.
supermarkets. Yeah, we have beer and malt liquor
I think
and
that needs to be
fake wine.
changed. And
Everything else
it's
is
going
in the
to take
liquor stores.
a lot of effort
Yep.
to change that because it's very ingrained.
Yep.
But you can get real beer. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my gosh. Lisa says, I remember watching an old Velveteen Lounge video on how to take care of hangovers. Fettuccine Alfredo was Miss Velveteen's go-to remedy. That was ripped from the pages of life. I just remember one time having such a hangover and eating fettuccine Alfredo, and I was like, yeah, this is what I needed. All of the fat and carbs soaked that right up.
This is your basic hangover remedy right there. Like, get rid of some of the actual
Oh.
material and get rid of the effects.
Satellite says,
Yeah.
bless us if we want ruby port, have to search all the liquor stores. We can get that because there is a local winery that makes
it.
Yeah.
The oldest winery in the United States is
Yes.
Ruby Port. It's actually quite good. Yeah.
People gonna do what people gonna do. Yeah, yeah.
You know,
They are.
there's a simple
They are.
factor to that, but also if you draft a law very poorly, how are you going to enforce
Yep.
it? And this was the issue with that. there's a really there's a long buildup to Prohibition in the United States. In the 1920s.
Drive-through liquor stores, Chaz. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
have nice things like that. We can't have nice things
No.
in New York, but yeah.
Yeah, kind of fun.
I love it. I love the idea of a drive-through liquor store.
I was saying,
Because like I'm driving and I need some booze. Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
long build-up to Prohibition in the United States, and a lot of what builds it up makes a lot of sense. And then when you get there, it all falls apart. And then suddenly you get a law that nobody can enforce, and that is very, very poorly written. And it's in your Constitution. What are you going to do about that? The only amendment to be repealed later. Which also means that other things could happen. So, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, yesterday,
Interesting.
90th anniversary. Repeal.
Hello, big 90, folks. I'll drink to that.
Mhm. There's nothing in that glass.
I had a sip.
All right. Is it time to
It's about that time.
shut this down?
Nikki from Chicago is
Yes. Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
can speak
Yeah.
to that. Oh yeah, babe. If Chicago,
Right.
if Illinois liquor laws are kind of weird, then I think we can sort of like lay that on the seat of Al Capone. And what a better way to end a broadcast with this show. You know, Repeal Day was just yesterday. It's about time, they said at the time.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, drive-through liquor stores. Amazing. Oh, Massachusetts still has leftover blue laws regarding booze. I know.
As does
I feel like all the Northeast
Yeah.
states do.
Connecticut,
Yeah.
Rhode Island, Vermont, all this weirdness. It's
Ugh,
stupid. It's
crazy.
ridiculous.
Crazy.
You know, you even think that the live free or die state would have better laws about that. But at least, I suppose, they sell it
The state
In the
liquor
statey.
stores. Yeah. Yep.
in the state. So there you go. Good stuff. And
All
actually,
right.
their supermarkets will just sell you a bottle of wine. Real wine. What the hell's it with New York?
Ugh, my lights are
Behind the
weird.
time heretofore.
All right. I
boy.
blame the Pilgrims. Prohibition started in Evanston, just north of Chicago, home at Northwestern University. Nick, you have to come down sometime and just like be on our broadcast. I'm just saying.
You are a font of knowledge of such.
Oh, Julie,
Little
thank
goodies. I'm
you.
telling you.
Thank you,
telling you.
Julie. I appreciate that. Aw.
It's a good night.
Oh my gosh.
We've been working
I'm
so
so
hard for
glad
such
all of
things.
you are here.
Yeah,
Thank
yes.
you.
I could be talking to a wall. I'm glad
Yes.
you're here. Because I'm not.
You're not here?
Because I'm not talking to a wall.
Oh, okay.
Got it? I'm talking to our audience,
I don't know. Just
who
like,
is taking 2 hours of their time at this point to actually
Yes.
be with us. I'm glad you do that.
oh,
We're talking about some fun drinks. We came
Thank
up
you,
with
everyone.
4 originals for you. If you're a patron, you'll get them later. If you're not a patron, you know how to do it. Just follow that link right down below. If you'd like to support us materially, one of the major resources just conked, so you can't do that. But we still have product. We have the towels, the bar towels. We have the Glendora glassware, and we still have the Christmas record. If you don't know what I'm talking about, send me a message.
Kelly doesn't look like
Plenty
a
of them.
wall.
Ah.
I'm glad I don't look like a wall.
Truth. But right now, that's what we got, and that would help. So, as you know, as always, we absolutely appreciate you being here. This is our audience.
23
This is our forum.
skidoo.
Boom, boom, boom. 20 Flatiron Building, I believe, is where that actually came into building.
23
So-
skidoo.
Anyway,
All right. Thank
Well,
you for joining us.
it's been a fantastic couple hours with you. We're glad we could
Let's
throw
do it
all
again
of
next
these,
week.
all these ideas out to see what sticks to the wall, so to speak, about the wall. And we've got like 4 originals for you tonight. If you have any questions, send them to us, please.
No more Christmas catastrophes.
Please.
Thank you.
Well, that's not going to fall down. of
It's
its
got a
own
guy
accord
wire and a sandbag
anymore.
now.
If we
Yep.
have an earthquake here, who knows? We'll see what happens. Terrible things will happen. But we've been talking about catastrophes. I hope that your Christmases are free of such things. You've experienced all of that with us right here, right now, so you have no catastrophes.
But we will stay
for
off
the
the
entire
ladder.
season.
And we will see you before Christmas. We'll see you
Yeah,
next
seriously.
week.
I actually need to get on a ladder tomorrow. So Errol, who has been on a ladder and fell off, I got to say, I'm going to take your experience and work very carefully, because I know you were careful, but Accidents happen,
Oh.
and I'm going to avoid all of that because I got to get Santa on the roof, and also the other exterior illumination. Yeah.
Our house
And
is
then whatever
depressing
is-
compared to all the others.
Whatever is broken for Christmas, I'm going to fix and make it work. Damn it, that's my job. It's been fantastic to experience a couple hours with you on a Wednesday, out of your valuable time. I'm so glad you could be here with us. Any questions, send them to us. You want to know about product, do it. You want to be a patron, you get the link right there. As always. Remember, no matter where you go and what you do.
Oh, separation anxiety.
Oh!
I know, me too. Me too.
Well, there's always the after party. What? No, there's no after party. We will see you soon.
Good night.